podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the voice of the people. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
Sky's the limit, baby.
BoxingVoice.com.
We don't fight for rings and stuff like that. I don't fear anyone.
En este deporte no se viene a jugar y no les tengo miedo.
You know the saying, stay hungry, stay humble.
BoxingVoice.com.
I'm humble in defeat, and I'm gonna remain humble in victory. This is it, right?
Hey, Daddy, this a dollar beat.
BoxingVoice.com.
No matter what nobody say, man, spirit can't nobody fuck with me, man. You know, I can't be fucked with, you know.
Dollar D Beyonce Productions.
Whether you pay to see me win, or you pay to see me lose, you're gonna pay. Fuck it, the kids still gotta eat. I don't have to watch, any footage of a fighter. I mean, because I'm Floyd Mayweather, everybody gotta watch me. I knew eventually I was gonna have to fight Oscar Nova. I feel like he was straight up and down, no special effects.
BoxingVoice.com.
How can Canelo have the biggest deal? Your deal is for 300 million, and I made 350 million just in one fight. And you're fighting on the app.
BoxingVoice.com.
I'm a king, okay? I eat a feast. Every time I eat a feast. And when I get up from the table, I don't give a fuck who get the leftovers. At the end of the day, follow my green print.
Dollar D Beyonce Productions.
Ain't no other sight in the game to see the boxing voice.
Good morning, TBV. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of the Boxing Voice Radio. I am your host, Nestor Gibbs, joined alongside Michael Gross, the boss. It's going down. We talking about a $500 million fight. Holy smokes. I remember Anthony Joshua once said he wanted to become the first $1 billion fighter. Well, he could be on his way because 2 of the 3 lucky men will get to fight for over $500,000. No, should I say $500 million? You know what I mean? We're talking upwards of $500 million is what Saudi Arabia is offering for the next Tyson Fury versus Wilder or AJ. I mean, they don't even care. If Wilder is going to activate that rematch clause and Tyson is in contract, they want it. If they could get the super fight for Undisputed, they want it. We have a lot to discuss because maybe the offer Saudi Arabia is making may not be enough for the likes of John Fury. So we'll give you all those details.
Well, I don't know what they're going to do. Eddie Hearn and Frank Warren, BT Sport, Matchroom. Unless Eddie Hearn can come up with $500 million for the fight, it's not going to happen, is it? Because that's what it's worth. Never mind what they say, what they don't say. Unless he's got $500 million.
And let's just stop it there because he's not American. So when he says $500 million, he damn sure ain't talking dollars. So he wants at least $323 million per fighter, because I'll give you the rest of the audio later, but he wants to split down the middle. He don't even care that his son is the number 1 heavyweight and, could easily ask for a bigger split. He thinks both, him and Eddie are past 70-30, 70-40, all that crazy stuff. 50-50, $323 million each is what John Fury wants, even though Saudi's already come out and said they got $520 million to split. But let's go on out to Indiana. Michael Gross, the boss. Before we do that, the number to call in, 1-425-569-5241. Quick thing about the Boxing Voice, if you're a new listener, we get guests every day. It's never in our notes, and sometimes we might not even tell you. It's all spontaneity. Yesterday we had a few fantastic guests. I believe we had Bob Arum on to discuss Fury's contract since Max Kellerman was out here saying that Fury had the opportunity to not accept it. We had to nip that in the bud. Who else did we have on earlier in the day? We had Ronnie Shields, a very fire interview that is scorching the internet right now. One of our, most rapidly growing episodes this year. And today, working on a few things. Maybe a sparring partner of Tyson Fury. Maybe something else. Maybe nothing. Maybe just you, I, the co-host, and every caller that decides to talk about boxing this fine morning. Don't forget, one way to support this show is by hitting that thumbs up button. It helps with the visibility. It lets other people know that there's great boxing talk to be had over here. Banter, a phone number to call in and express your opinion. Your frustrations can be let out on this platform, and your celebrations also can be celebrated right here. So let's go out to Indiana, get this thing started. I think we got 2 days with no mic. What the hell?
I speak it, believe it, receive it. Speak it, believe it, receive it. Speak it, believe it, receive it. I can't say it enough. I speak it, believe it.
With the scam, 2 attempts, handed bands over. Sicko hit, shot and miss, 2 to stand over. Turn up! Breadwinner, huh? Look who in the building. Let me check my Instagram. I might be at 1 million. And I'm in.
BoxingVoice.com.
Yo. Good morning. Big ups to everybody out there in the TBV universe. Back with another one, man. I love some big money talk. I love big money talk, man. And big ups to Frank Warren. He said that he was sitting beside Prince Khalid in that fight, and he's a fan of boxing, you know what I'm saying? Kind of tongue in cheek. So hopefully some things can be worked out. But there is a rematch, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Does Saudi want to bring Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury over there, or is it just strictly Anthony Joshua and opponent? That's something that I would like to find out. But other than that, good morning, man. What's up, everybody out there in the chat? I do apologize, man, but I will be out again. Next Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. I'm having surgery. And yesterday was my I don't want to say pre-op because it sounds like some other shit, but pre-operational appointment. You know what I'm saying? So big ups to everybody out there in the chat, and big ups to everybody out there for the well wishes. I thank you guys.
You said you're gonna be out when?
Next week, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, having surgery.
Damn. Everything good?
Yeah, everything great.
All right. So I see a lot of hatred for people saying that Saudi doesn't want the Wilder rematch. Hey, that's cool. That's your opinion. You know what I mean? Just Google it, though. You know, read the article. Whether it's that they don't want it or whether it's contracts that are ironclad, the way Mike likes to say. Even though I feel like you could get out of contracts, Wilder will be getting half of that split if he exercises his rematch clause. Now, don't forget, in my interview with Bob Arum, he did say that he is willing to give Wilder time. He could even have a fight and still get that rematch clause on paper. Let me just repeat that in case Wilder and his team are listening. That he can get an in-between fight, extend it, and still get that on paper. He called me stupid for thinking that it wouldn't be on paper. But, you know, like Mayweather wanted to stick it to Canelo at 152 for saying that in the media. You know, I got to make sure it's out there. Let those quotes be there. Let them be used. And let me continue to be part of the history of the heavyweight division. Now, I think that there's obviously more money. We got John Fury, who feels they deserve more than the $520 million. He's looking at it. I think his number, if translated correctly, brings it around $646,565,000, which is a $323 million split. So from what John Fury wants and where the Saudis are, we're not too far off. We're talking about another 114 something million dollars. I think that's worth it when you're talking Undisputed, right? If they're willing to give Tyson Fury versus his rematch $520, they should be willing to kick up just a little bit more for all the belts. Now, the twist is, John Fury said, look, stop letting these Iranians, Saudi Arabians, whatever, pay, and we need to match that. This fight needs to stay in the UK. So Eddie needs to dig in his pockets, and whoever is putting up 500, 600 million, we should match it and stay right here. This fight deserves to be right here in the UK. That's what he's saying. But, look, I can do a good job of being John Fury, but no one can do John Fury better than John Fury. So.
Well, I don't know what they're going to do. Eddie Hearn and Frank Warren, BT Sport, Matchroom. Unless Eddie Hearn can come up with $500 million for the fight, it's not going to happen, is it? Because that's what it's worth. Never mind what they say, what they don't say. Unless he's got $500 million to give.
Unless he's got $500 million. That should sound funny, right? Dope. But but am I right in speculating that he wants $500 million or euros, whatever they use out there? He ain't talking about dollars, right?
Yeah, is that for like the totality of the fight?
Yeah, he wants that split down the middle.
Yeah, I think $300 million is just a absurd amount of money. You know what I'm saying? I don't think Fury or AJ demands that kind of Floyd Mayweather payday. You know what I'm saying? $300 million, yeah, like that's a lot of money. But 520, so what is that? That's $260 a piece. That ain't bad. You know what I'm saying? $260 a piece. I was reading a story from the Daily Mail, and they said like in the neighborhood of 400 million. So 400 million to 600 million. Like if they got the money, like I'm not mad at John Fury for like trying to get the most for his son, or trying to put it out there in the media. Like this is what this fight is worth. Like that's what you do. You throw out fillers, you know what I'm saying, just to see what the interest is in Saudi Arabia. And if that can happen now, because you know what I'm saying, like at first it was just a thought, Saudi Arabia. It was a long overstated destination for many years, and people thought that it never happened, and it happened. You know what I'm saying, to the tune of $85 million for AJ. So this whole fight, I would say $260 million is a lot of money, but I guess, you know what I'm saying, Undisputed is well worth it. And I would think that if they do it in Saudi Arabia again, I would expect to have a little bit bigger arena than the 15,000 that they had in Riyadh or Jeddah.
No, I agree. That was a temporary arena, but let's say they build another temporary arena and add another 3,000. I mean, MGM Grand holds about 18,000. Remember, ticket prices are going to be ticket prices. Now, will they consider knocking off a couple $100 off the ticket price since it's a different distance? Yes, but they're also going to be banking on the UK traveling to Saudi Arabia. So it's not really an American fight if it's an AJ versus Tyson Fury. If it's a Wilder versus Tyson Fury rematch because of the contract, which Bob Arum told us yesterday, look, that's got to happen in America. There's 3 locations, but that's obviously not considering $520 million. That's a lot of money. And we're talking about $520 million just Saudi, Mike. We ain't even talking broadcaster rights. We ain't talking about licensing fees. We not talking about overseas television rights. We not talking concessions. We not talking merchandise. We not talking a lot of extra money that's still on the pot. So, yeah, Bob might be changing his mind too. I know he was singing a different tune yesterday, but anybody will change their tune when we're talking $520 million. And again, that's zero negotiation. That's let me throw this out in the motherfucking media just so they know what we trying to, like, this is what we playing with. Huh? Come negotiate. Because you ain't going to tell me Saudi is going to throw out this number without talking to anybody, not expecting for them to be like, well, damn, you got 520. Well, might as well give me 540. Let's try 560. Do I hit 560? Do I hit 560? 560. Do I hit 580? 580? 580? Because Promoters want the most. Promoters want the most, and that's just the truth. But that's how I feel.
Oh yeah, shit. I'm right there with you. That like, it's tough to not look at that $500 million if it's gonna be like a real, you know what I'm saying, legitimate thing. And with Prince Khalid being there, who was sent by the other prince, I forget his name right now, Prince Muhammad or something like that.
And you got to mention this. Yes, Eddie and Freddie Cunningham and Frank Smith were in the building. You can see from their social media they were not as close as Prince Khalid.
Eddie said he wasn't there.
Well, his social media says otherwise in terms of him being in Vegas.
He said he wasn't there. He said he spent the weekend at the house with the fam. He said, my first weekend off, I don't want to go to a boxing event. I just sit at home and watch it.
Well, I mean, I seen Freddie and Frank definitely tag him. And Frank definitely told me that he himself, Frank Smith, was en route to Las Vegas. But that's fine. If there's no Eddie, there's Frank. We know Frank is second-hand man. You know, he's the right-hand man. He's there. He does his thing. Freddie Cunningham is the manager of AJ. They were definitely there. But I think a little interesting piece of information is that the Prince Khalid and the people he was with were dressed as us. They were dressed as Westerners. They didn't go there flamboyant. Well, not flamboyant, but they didn't go there in their cultural attire. They blended in. You know, was this a secret meeting? Was Eddie part of it? You just said it. He wasn't there. Shit, I thought he was there and just wasn't sitting with him. I was going to say hashtag can't sit with us. But now you're saying he ain't even there. Again, they came dressed as us. That's a little strange for me. Why not come the way, you know, your culture demands and
attention.
Exactly, draw that attention. Oh shit, look at the Prince here. Oh, ain't that the Prince they was dealing with AJ? They wanted to keep it on the low, but it's hard to keep it on the low when you a Prince.
Yeah, he fuck around and get mobbed though. You see, I don't know, man. I didn't even take that into like consideration. Him not wearing his traditional garments and coming over in a suit. So I mean, it could have been something on the low, but I mean, we all know that Prince is a big boxing fan. You know what I'm saying? It's well documented. You know what I'm saying, by the event that they put on and by what Eddie and he said during the AJ and Ruiz opening press conference in Saudi. So I wouldn't be surprised if it was some kind of if they did have some kind of conversations with Frank. You know what I'm saying? Frank was very chummy in his interview yesterday with Kugan. So I wouldn't be surprised if Frank and them have had some preliminary talks and with the Prince, and maybe they gotta now take it to Bob Arum. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey Bob, you know this Prince right here got big money for us over in Saudi Arabia. I know you said this fight got to be in America, but you want to make ESPN happy? A lot of money right here, Bob. They ain't even got to put it on pay-per-view no more, Bob. Just put it on regular ESPN.
Mike, not only that, ever since the Prince emerged at the fight, Frank Warren all of a sudden is talking about we could pay step aside money. Maybe Wilder take step aside money. You know what I mean? So somebody got the wallet open. Someone is, letting them know, hey man, let's see what you can do. But listen, man.
I doubt Wilder take step aside money. I mean,
I don't know. Listen, Ronnie Shields, Kenny Porter, all guys I had on yesterday, they made a lot of sense. And then Bob, cherry on top. If you can get the rematch in paper and you're really going to fire Mark Breland because he suggested Mark Breland might not be there for the next fight, that means you got to bring in another trainer. Maybe it's a good idea to do what Fury did and have a couple of fights with your trainer. I know Fury didn't.
The story said Mark Breland got fired. I don't know how true that is.
From what story though? What story? Because only Yahoo Sports, Kevin Iole, only Dan Rayfield, and only Lance Pugmire have spoken to Wilder and myself, and I don't write.
That's what I was gonna say. Like, bro, I ain't seen no no credible so it's just like a thing floating on the internet. Oh, Mark got fired after. I haven't heard that. No, I don't know why people are even like running with that. No, I'm saying Mark got fired. I'm seeing videos made about Mark getting fired. Like, who said Mark got fired? I thought
Because in the article it says Wilder suggested that Breland may not be there for the next
but he said
fight.
after Africa, right? After I get back from Africa, I'll make that decision.
Yeah. But that's what I said yesterday. People running with it, because they want to. People need headlines, man. And as far as the source for the $520 million, it is the Daily Mail. Daily Mail UK. Daily Mail UK. A couple of sources actually have it, but
I'll put the link in the chat for you guys.
But yeah, the Daily Mail is one of the biggest. So and not only that, but John Fury's audio, which we haven't even finished. So let's get to that.
It's not going to happen, is it? Because my son ain't selling himself cheap no more. My son, let me tell you something. He's always been in the away corner. He's always supposed to lose. He's had 12 years of a nightmare. He's had every hard fight he has to fight. He's took fights nobody else had won to fight. He's beat champions, reigning 5-year champions, 10-year champions, and he's gone to their own backyard.
Once again, this is John Fury, the father of Tyson Fury, and want to give credit, obviously, to Umar from IFL TV. He conducted the interview with John Fury, and this audio is IFL TV.
Umar?
Ain't it Umar?
Umar?
That's not his name?
I mean, I know one of them guys.
I never met him, but I know, one of them is Umar, and I could have sworn Fury said Umar. I mean, yeah, okay, John Fury said Umar.
I know one of them guys got in trouble, you know what I'm saying, for IFL.
Trouble how?
For some old tweets.
Oh, I don't know.
I'm trying to figure out was it Umar or was it somebody
I
else?
doubt it was Umar because, like I said, I just heard him on an interview. I got 2 John Fury clips. Actually, it is Umar. I just got, word from, one of the good guys.
You sure?
No, it's
Umar got it. It is okay. I bet.
Yeah, right, it's Umar.
Do it. Hear this. You're gonna have to get some serious money out now. Some serious money, because my son's worth all the money in the world. And if you're talking what you're talking, the fight will never happen. So dig deep.
So if you're talking
Umar's 500, back. All right. I'm sorry.
If you talking you got me thinking of Umar. He said if you're talking $520 million, go back and dig in your pockets. He said that ain't enough.
Some very deep pockets, because it's not going to happen. $500 million for the 2 fighters. That's what I'd be asking for that fight.
Split down the middle.
Split down the middle. Let them get on with it.
$500 million. He almost sounds Jamaican, or am I throwing my own Jamaican accent at the end with the billion?
It may be a little bit, but who's giving I'm not even saying giving, but who was like co-signing with John Fury? Like, is John just talking because he want to talk, or?
Well, no, he's seen the news, he knows about it. Umar is obviously interviewing him on it, and he's letting you know. Look, I seen if that's all they talking, well, we ain't doing it, and I get him. Look, no one has ever gotten paid $260 million other than Floyd. But I get what he's saying. Floyd has never gone to foreign soil. Floyd has never been the underdog. This man has now gone to foreign soil 2 times and beat the man that people didn't want to fight 2 times. He did it first 2 times. And he beat Chisora undefeated when nobody fought him. And he's the only guy to stop Christian Martin. Like, bruh. I mean, you can squint your face up, but no one else stops Christian Martin.
Christian Hammer.
Hammer Martin. I'm thinking about Charles. They both went down or quit or whatever you want to call it. The point is, I get his father's argument, but at the end of the day, that's his father. He got to say that. You want the best for your son. You want the best for your son, but I'm not saying he don't. Look, if Floyd could get $250 million to fight Pacquiao had 4 losses at the time. How the fuck can't Tyson Fury, a heavyweight, let's not forget, heavyweight bring out the casuals. Heavyweight's supposed to be greater than welterweight. Welterweight had its reign because there was no American heavyweights. Now that the heavyweight division is booming, you telling me a heavyweight who's been the lineal, who is the ring, who's the WBC, who's never lost, who had every other belt and vacated, cannot get more than, he's already on track to get 10 million more than Floyd's for payday. The 260 is more than the 250. But you telling me he can't get another, what were we looking at, 260 to 323, another 40-something? No, that's a little bit more.
70,
that's like
70.
That's like 70 mil, goddamn.
Yeah.
But for a heavyweight, though, you know what's going to matter? These numbers are going to matter. What's these pay-per-view numbers? I mean, even Bob, he was so honest yesterday. I'm like, Bob, listen. Canelo, I hit him with the Canelo. Canelo did 1.3 and 1.1 with Chavez on HBO. We've never seen two terrestrial channels promote a fight. He's like, I know. We've never had the Super Bowl commercial. And it's like, yeah, man. So, we got some high expectations. He's like, I know. He wants to see what it is. But he's saying that the preliminary numbers just for the digital, ESPN Plus pay-per-view buys, Fox pay-per-view buys on the app, both apps, that they're unprecedented. He didn't want to give numbers, but he said that they are what they've never been for both platforms, allegedly. So we'll see, man. We'll see.
That's good.
We'll
good.
see.
Good news.
But the greater news is that the heavyweight division is in like, whoa. It's in a place where we're talking about $626 million for a fight. I mean, Floyd is really going to come out of retirement. If someone makes $326 million for one fight when Canelo made $365 for the 10 years, 10 fights, brother, it's going to be some mad people. Cash cow no longer the cash cow. Let's just say that. If this ever happens at this number, Tyson Fury is officially the new cash cow of the boxing world. Because no one's ever made that much money for one fight. But you can't just say Tyson Fury because the way that they want it split equally down the middle, both men would be making the same. Now, check this out. People like to hold on, because I got to give you this piece of information. I said it yesterday, and ain't nobody bite. They don't want to beef. I want to debate. Because Tyson is alleged to get 50 million plus only if this reaches 2 million pay-per-view buys, right, Mike? Okay. Hypothetically, let's assume it makes 2 million pay-per-view buys. Tyson does get his 50 million plus because he does have a 70-30 split with his promoter. 70% to the fighter, 30% to the promoter. Guess what, Mike? Guess who don't gotta pay promoter fees?
Wilder or Joshua.
Why is that?
Because
it's Bomb Squad Promotions.
Yeah.
So that 30% don't exist because you're the promoter. Guess who only has to pay 1%? The 10% man, Al Heyman, right?
Yeah.
So you only got to pay 10% to Al.
Shelly.
You do got Shelly and
That's
Jay.
Shelly.
And Jay.
And
Damn,
Jay,
so he
yeah.
might be a 70-30 no matter what. So, but the point is he's still getting that upwards of 50 even and losing if you do the 2 million. If you do the 2 million, they got to do the 2 million pay-per-view buys. We'll see, man. We'll see what those numbers are.
Man, I don't know, bro. I don't know if it's me.
A lot of people called in, bro. They act like they bought it. No one said, yo, I seen it illegally. Everybody's like, yo, I support it. I'm let down. You know what I mean? But they said they bought it. So
not only that, bro. It's like this is the first time I've seen in I don't know how long that like the mainstream media is like picking up boxing like Monday and Tuesday of the week. Like every channel like is a Monday it's the reaction. Tuesday is everybody talking about the costume and the weight and things like that. So I think I think a hell of a lot of people bought it. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people were I think sad is the best word. You know what I'm saying? Like Stephen A. Smith said, he was having nightmares at the fight. So I think a lot of people were invested in that fight, and I'm excited to see the numbers when they come out.
Bro, that guy from Fox. I never had seen the Fox First Take show. They got like First Take this morning. Nah, it's something called like First Take this morning. Some
Undisputed.
Nah, not Shannon and Skip because I know them names.
Speak for yourself.
I don't know, but it's a white dude with a black dude and a girl.
You talking about First and 10 with Chris Carter and the old dude
Bro,
with the hairs.
I almost was about to like never look at that dude again and look for him on IG and just be like stalking him on some mean shit, cause he was going in. Bruh, I'm telling you, that costume excuse, yo, I don't even know. We gotta check Mike. Did he really go to the hospital yesterday, or did he leave me here to be alone to deal with that excuse all the fuck alone? Bruh, everybody is talking about that shit. I mean, there is no outlet that is not talking, and I'm not talking boxing outlets. Everything. World Star, Shade Room, Academics, ESPN, Fox Sports, Sports Center, local news, UK news, Instagram. He was trending yesterday. Let me tell you, I was going to be greedy and do a separate show on this right here. Oh, all right. It might still be because Mike just shut me up. Let me see.
Nah. I was gonna give you a little sound bite. Man, look at bruh. I don't even know how. Oh man.
I talked to Wilder, bruh, and he's in happy spirits. Spoke to him again yesterday, and he said that he had never felt this much love as a champion.
Yeah, man. Hey,
he's
it's
getting an overwhelming amount of support. He told me he couldn't believe that a lot of it is coming from the UK. Even John Fury, I had the audio clip. I got to see where it's at. I know I got it was sent to me. Maybe I can find it again. But John Fury even had a message for Wilder, and
I'm just gonna be real with you, bro. Nobody look, man. Everybody knows I'm a probably one of the biggest Wilder fans in the galaxy, the world, whatever. But even if that's what you deem what the problem was, you know what I'm saying? Like you can't come out and say it was a costume, because people are gonna take that and just run with it and use all kind of different videos.
Bro, but you can't act like it ain't look heavy.
It's not my issue if it look heavy. Like, you put it on.
Yeah, and I mean that's his mistake, and that's what he's saying. I made a mistake.
I understand that completely. But at the end of the day, bro, like, nobody wants to hear that. I'm just being real. Like, nobody wants to hear that, bro. Like,
but that's why I fuck with him, bro, because he's honest. He's listen,
I
man.
understand that, Ness, but even sometimes honesty, sometimes you gotta keep it to yourself.
Honesty is the best policy, man, and he's being real with his public. You know what I mean? He's being real with his public.
I respect it, but at the same time, in my humble opinion, some things are better left unsaid.
And you might be right, because there's dozens of callers that said that, Mike. But you know what else dozens of callers said? Yo, he ain't look right, y'all. That wasn't Wilder, y'all. What you think was wrong with his legs, Ness? What was going on with his right leg? Why he look like that, y'all? And now we know. Now he tells you why he looked like that, and you don't want to believe him. You should keep that to yourself. Oh, you call in on the night of the fight. I did a show. I stood up here till 3:30 in the fucking morning. And everybody, why he look like that, y'all? Now he answers your question. Man, shut up, man. Don't tell us that. Keep it to yourself. Fickle. That's all I can say. Fickle.
No,
fickle.
Not fickle.
They quarters, man. They quarters. They flip. Two faces.
Calm down. We didn't want to hear what AJ had to make excuses. We didn't want to hear that shit.
But we did. He was knocked out. He was knocked out before the fight. He had an anxiety attack before the fight. He was out partying in Miami. This, that. Come on, bruh.
What did AJ say?
Come on.
What did AJ say?
What? What did he say? I don't know. This is your argument. What did he say?
Nothing. Never. No excuses made. Better man won the night and came back and got the victory. That's what you do, bro. You don't. Loss. Everybody have a loss. Just come back, regroup, fight on. Like you don't
Listen,
need to.
I don't get why, we keep doing this anyway. My man, everybody besides him seen that he took some punishment. Am I correct? Okay. You're shaking your head. It's a video podcast, but you're not on camera at the moment.
Yes, sorry.
Okay. That being said, stop interviewing motherfuckers, especially in the heavyweight division, right after a knockout loss. How about that?
Exactly.
How about that? If you don't like what he said, don't interview him right after the fight. Let my man get some time to assess shit and think about things. I mean, I personally, you see, and that's what I told my lady and Doomsday yesterday. I said, look, I don't do that. I reached out to Wilder to show, admiration for the fight and make sure he's all right. Not to say, yo, let's do an interview. That's just not the way I work. Maybe that's why I'm not growing as fast as I should, but that's not the way I do my thing. You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't about to ask him all that shit. He could have been saying that over here, and it's not my thing. They chose to immediately do the interview, and I get it. That's part of the business. Be first. I get it. But, sometimes dudes need to assess. They need to sit in the dark. Look, they say he was in I didn't even see the post-fight. I was here doing the show till 3:30. They said he was in the locker room with the camera on him for an hour.
Yeah, absolutely.
Man, that's fucked up, period. Who let that camera run for an hour? How do we know he was in his locker room disappointed for an hour, bruh? I don't know, man. A lot of weird shit happening.
Yeah, man. It's just, I guess it's like I said, man. Heavy is the head. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, man, look, I'm not worried about Wilder or things like that. You know what I'm saying? I know he'll come back better, stronger, and try to get his belt back. You know what I'm saying? And I honestly think he won't take no step aside money. He'll try to activate that Fury rematch right away. We got a super chat coming in from I Made Original. Weekend with the weight of a 3-year-old baby. Stop it. What?
Oh, yeah, because that's the running joke. Like, yo, why is he saying his suit hurt his legs when that's the equivalent of carrying a 3-year-old in your arms for 10 minutes? Yeah, man. I doubt
that's the equivalent, but okay.
Yeah, no, I'm telling you, you've been taking some heat for that one.
Oh yeah, man. It's part of the internet. That's why I'm with you. You know what I'm saying? If I was like Al or something, I was just like, hey man, go take a little time off. We'll come up with an official statement. You know what I'm saying? Giving Fury credit and telling everybody you will be back. You know what I'm saying?
Bro,
but right
they
now,
already doing that. I mean, Showtime had Roy Jones on their podcast, and they done put out some social media of Roy's, opinion. So, like, yeah, the world is moving on. The world is moving on, and Fury's the winner, and they're celebrating that win. So, Wilder's going to have to get himself out of a dark place mentally because, the internet is mean.
Yeah, no matter who you are.
Hell yeah. Let's finish up this audio before we open up these phone lines. Remember to get your thoughts in order. You get about a minute. Number to call in 1-425-569-5241. Press 1 one time. Voice your opinion right here on the Voice of the People hotline.
There's two sides to this.
Biggest fight in the world.
Absolutely, yeah.
And by the way, another thing. They're saying Saudi Arabia, this, that and the other.
Bahrain's been mentioned.
Bahrain. Pull your money up. We've got all the belts. Let's keep the fight in this country. Whatever the Bahrainians, the Iranians, or anybody else in the world pull up, match it. And some. And keep the fight here. That's what it should be. If he fights Joshua, which I doubt he will, because Joshua's hiding something anyway. He couldn't beat Andrew Ruiz. And he was terrified of him. Tyson will absolutely put him in Royal Infirmary. I'd be fearing for Joshua's life. But if it did happen, let's have it.
Man, that boy John could talk. And now he looking like a motherfucking Miss Cleo because he predicted knockout. He said it would be the way that it was, and it went down that way. It's crazy. I mean, I was watching a Marcos Viega interview, and Fury told Marcos before the fucking fight, I'm abandoning the jab this fight. No more double jab. I'm coming around the sides. I mean, my man literally gave up the game plan, and we didn't believe him. Now that is some deception for you. We thought he was saying, I'm going for the knockout to use mental games. it was still a mental game. He mentally fucked all of us into believing, yeah, right, he could never do that, and he straight jumped on him. I mean, I had Bob on, and the fact that even Bob knew the game plan. Bob was like, yeah, man, he told us he was going to get on him early. He said either he gets on him early, knocks him out, and he has no energy, and, it's over, or he gets on him early, doesn't knock him out, and he still wins a 12-round decision. I'm like, damn, they was on point. But
one thing we gotta say about Fury, man, he normally tells us exactly what he's gonna do. Like I believe I said that like a show before the fight. Like Fury always says, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, and he goes out there and he does it, man. Which I was like, bro, I'm not gonna like, I was shocked. You know what I'm saying, by how he was able to go out there and do it. But hey, man, good game plan, and we'll see how that game plan changes or evolves in the next fight.
Amazing fight. I mean, everyone's talking about it. You go to, like, everyone, not everyone, but I'm talking boxers. A lot of boxers took to their social media to talk about it. Like,
I seen Gabe do a little video of it.
Gabe, Audible Violin, I mean, Crawford, so many, like, it's just people, it's something that can't be not discussed at this time. Like, it's just, wow.
One of the biggest, like, outside of Kobe Bryant, it's one of the biggest sports story of the past 3 days. You know what I'm saying? Like, Kobe had his memorial on Monday.
Speaking of that, a lot of people like to hate on my motherfucking man, Mauricio Suleiman. Shout out to Mauricio for coming on the show not too long ago. But he gave a tribute purple WBC belts, Kobe and his daughter in memory of them, and he gave it to obviously his wife. And just credit to Mauricio, man. Always thinking outside the box. Always trying to find ways to bring more attention on boxing, right? Because Kobe got nothing to do with boxing, but there he is, doing that. Here I am reporting on it. And mainstream media is going to see that, like, yo, what's this boxing belt? What's that? Boxing belt WBC? Who's the WBC champ? You don't know what research can do from connecting those dots. And, Mauricio's just always thinking. People like to hate. I get 0 checks from him, or Al Heyman, or Eddie. But when people are doing it right, they're doing it right, man. I mean, no one is perfect. No one is perfect, so there's always going to be some wrong, So there's going to be people that are going to call WBC corrupt. But as an overall entity, compared to the other sanctioning bodies, I'm sorry. I mean, this is the only one that I see at least doing good, But yeah, man, whatever. Let's open up these phone lines after this real quick.
Instead of letting the fight go to foreign countries. They're both Brits, all the belts are here now. Let's enjoy them. Let's give the British public the best, fighting the best here. But that is going to have to be paid for.
Mike, any chance you think they get that all out British unification, undisputed? Anyway, that someone's like, yo, it is going to be difficult to ever have all these belts on British soil again. Let's just get the money somehow. They could raise the ticket prices too. I mean, if AJ and Fury fought each other in Wembley, I mean, they just won't do $25 seats. They can just fucking raise that shit.
Are you asking me, do I think Fury's gonna win the rematch? So it's gonna be all British showdown?
Well, I mean, maybe Wilder takes step aside money to work out a new game plan with his new trainer. You got to think all ways, bro. You really want Wilder to go straight back into it if he can?
Yes.
Knowing what knowing he can get a tune-up and still have his rematch on paper.
Yes.
Wow.
I know. I don't know because I ain't gonna say that, but it just gives me the impression that he would want that. You know what I'm saying? I really don't. Wilder don't strike me as a guy that's like, hey man, I'm gonna need me a tune-up fight, and he just don't strike me as a guy.
I mean, you're right. Earl said the same thing. No tune-ups.
And so I mean, like some guys just don't strike me. Just don't give me that kind of feel. And I think, I think he wants his belt back. I think with the IG post that Telly Swift posted out, you know what I'm saying? I think she feels like he's gonna go back right back into the rematch and get his belts back. So I just feel like Fury gonna have to do it again, and if he's able to do it again, then yeah, I don't see no quarrels with them having an all British Undisputed fight. I think that's the fight that should happen after this rematch and after AJ is done with Pulev and possibly even done with Usyk.
All right. Let's open it up, man. That is everything. Let's do it.
Let's go! I'm ready!
These calls are brought to you by El Camino Electrical Services, experts in electric vehicle charging stations. For consultations and turnkey installation, visit us at elcaminoelectricalservices.com.
Remember to rate us 5 stars on iTunes.
Subscribe to youtube.com/ThaBoxingVoice for the latest and greatest interviews with your favorite fighters.
All right. We going out to masterminds, boomerangs, ringers. It's going down. Get yourself together. Thoughts in order. Minute per caller. Let's do it. Going out to New Orleans in the morning.
You know how these bitches is in the sport. Total disrespect. Kid has no class, no style at all.
I'm a gorilla, I'm a dog. I'm a dog, I'm a gorilla.
The smartest thing you can do is to stay away from terrorists.
It can't be the boogeyman if I'm chasing. What you want to bet on?
You bet 100,000 on that.
Let's bet $1 million.
Easy. Let's bet $1 million.
Oh, good morning.
Morning.
Pretty much the topic is 520 million, or that's just an estimated number.
That's the number that I believe that was floated out there.
Okay, well, I'm like, if Wilder's healthy, like you said, Mike, he don't strike me as the guy that's gonna look for a way out. I'm sure Wilder in his mind feel like he gotta did that wrong and make that shit right, especially how that night went for him and stuff. So long as he don't have no serious injuries and he can bounce back, I do support him going to the rematch. However, if he took step aside money and was worth it and was making a plan, and somebody in his camp, or he made adjustment in the camp and they told him, look, we want to do this and do this to have you prepared. How about we do this and do that? So that makes sense at the same time too, because there's going to be some crazy money.
Super chat coming in from C. James. Karma a bit. Sometimes CYP.
Turn yourself up, Mike.
My bad. Karma is a bit. Sometimes CYP is a Wilder legend. And we got one from T. Plums. He says, Mike, obviously people wanted to hear that. 1, they asked him. 2, everyone is running with it. All right. We got one from C. James. Ned, stop protecting Wilder. Wilder full of excuses. I don't think Ned's protecting anybody. I read that one. And Clifford Feeder says, now that the rematch coming, it's F all UK fans and all whack US turncoats. Also, I know Ness can't see my FB friend request and ignored it. Now I'm going to reject his ring IG post next time, LOL. These guys.
I don't even know who he is, bro. I tell people all the time, don't request me on Facebook. I don't even use Facebook. Like, I don't use Facebook. I'm an IG dude or Twitter, man. Twitter. Patreon, quickest way to get me also.
Mr. PBC, baby.
BoxingVoice.com.
I'm the flyest. Canelo talking about he believe he can win. Go to my kitchen. Get the sharpest knife and cut the bullshit up. I don't care what you do good. I do every fucking thing great.
Mr. PBC, baby.
Hey, can y'all hear me?
And a train in the background.
Hello? Nah, I'm at work. I'm trying to walk fast past these forklifts. But I appreciate the Tyson Fury showing respect. I think he knows what's up, man. Boxing's becoming big. And, like I've been trying to tell everybody, the top 5, man, they're not going nowhere. They're in the corner, and no one else is really gonna fuck with them. I would really still want to see Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder. I think that's the fight that we still need to see. Stop talking about Anthony Joshua. It's funny how Anthony Joshua's going to drop all his mandatories now, but when Deontay Wilder was ready to fight, he wasn't really willing to do anything. That's my call.
All right. Well, yeah, that's not a fact. Eddie definitely said, Tyson faces Wilder, AJ faces Pulev, then they do Undisputed. So, yeah, I get it, though, man. You guys get a little upset here and there. It is what it is. We're going to go to, let me go to Intrigue. What's up? Intrigue the Incredible.
Riding in the form with a form, 4 Gianos on my feet, and the paint look wet. Every corner that we been, there's another broke neck. Rolling through the city, swag game on full flex. I know you see me.
What's up, y'all, man? I'm just listening.
All right. Well, thanks for calling in. Always the support. Trey in Oakland, talk to me.
Hold on, I gotta get off Bluetooth. All right, can you hear me?
What's going on, Trey?
Loud
What's going on, y'all? That 520? We don't even know if that 520 real, man. Motherfuckers just be reporting, man. They just be throwing shit out. I gotta know if it's real first. But if it is, man, that's good. That's good money. Shit, I don't know. And why do they get a tune-up? And would the step-aside money be for the winner of Undisputed? Or would it just be for Fury?
I mean, I'm sure it's gonna have to be for Fury unless they could really get some dope negotiations going. But how can you throw Joshua in the contract? He's like your rematch is with Fury. It ain't with Joshua, so that'll be some real
there's no
good
guarantee Fury wins. Yeah, there's no guarantee that Fury wins. You know what I mean? So yeah, he might want to take that rematch because if they can get Joshua to participate and he just get the winner, then sure, do it. Because definitely take that tune-up and work some new things out. But if not, man, he's going to have to go into that rematch if he wants to. But that's my call.
All right, Trey. Thanks for calling in. I believe we got a super chat. Let me open up this window right quick. I'm trying to figure out how to open the damn super chat window for like 10 minutes now, but I got it open. All right, we got a super chat coming in from, okay, I guess that went wrong. Go ahead, Ness.
What's going on, Ness?
What up, champ? How are you? I thought I introduced you. I had my mic muted.
I was gonna say I'm like shit. I didn't hear you, but
I know. I had my mic muted. Going out to Boxing MD in Florida. What's going on, Boxing MD?
What's up, man? Hey, I just got to get this out really quickly because I have a minute. So, delusional fanboys because trainers aren't magicians, and I don't know how a 35-plus-year-old boxer is going to change what he's doing. Fighters only have that success at that late. That have fundamentals like Bernard Hopkins, Floyd Mayweather, Klitschko. They all have fundamentals. Wilder has none. His trainers have done magic with such a limited fighter to bring him this far. You guys are really delusional. The AJ situation is different because he was having success in that first fight. There was no success in Wilder in the second fight already. And the third thing is, why do you guys always say Wilder's a good guy? Like, what evidence do you have behind that? Like, I know you guys like him and ride with him, but like, he's a sore loser. He criticizes other boxers, makes fun of them, threatens to fight people, threatens his trainer who tries to save his life. I mean, you guys really, I know you don't know boxing, but it's shocking. It is really shocking to me.
So you're saying Wilder's not a good guy based off all the outside things you've seen, but man, that's been on the inside.
I'm not saying that he's not.
Yeah,
but you guys are saying he's a good guy by default.
In the public is not the same guy that is in like day-to-day life. Like he's a very cool, down to earth kind of guy, bro.
That's your opinion. That's fair. That's your opinion. That's fair.
I know him.
But again, okay, maybe he's nice to you, but I don't see AJ making fun of Wilder about losing, about the costume. I mean, come on, man. Like you guys are fans. I get it. And also, do you really? Changing a trainer, are trainers gods? Are they magicians? Are they able to alter a fighter who has had six flaws his entire career?
Hold on.
Come on, man. Like, you guys are
didn't,
really
But
pushing
didn't
it.
AJ change a trainer, and didn't they work magic? Because no one thought AJ would win in the second fight. He was not the favorite.
Yeah, but AJ had success in that first. Ness, you know that AJ had a lot of success in that first fight before he got caught, right? He had a lot of success.
I also know that he quit, and Wilder didn't.
Yeah, nobody's denying that. That. But Wilder,
so it's different mindsets. They've
done so well with Wilder.
It's just different mindsets.
They've done so well with Wilder with his limited skills. Yeah, but what I'm just trying to say is that they've done really well with Wilder with his limited skill set. He's overachieved. And he's tough, and he has power, and he's overachieved. But I think that you guys are a little diluted to assume that somebody's going to fundamentally change him to have more success against Fury, who's a superior boxer.
That's just how I see it. You can call it dilution, but you got to remember that at 34 in the heavyweight division, he's young. It's just facts. And to assume that a dude that is as eager, as willing, as self-motivated as Deontay Wilder will not try to correct the wrong given the opportunity with another trainer. Like, why won't he apply himself if he hired a new trainer? To say that at 34 it's impossible, not only that, you lied and said, 35 plus when he's 34. But yeah, it's the heavyweight division. He's young. George Foreman was able to win the world title after 40 in the heavyweight division. Like, to say that he's done and can't get any better I guess it's fair. It's fair because it's what was questioned about AJ, to be honest. We thought he was done. Because mentally, it takes a lot out of you, It takes a lot out of you. You have to see how every individual can come back from this type of, embarrassing loss, It is an embarrassing loss for him because of how prideful he is and how he speaks. But we're going out to Anthony in Charlotte, North Carolina. Talk to me. Anthony, going once, twice. You on mute? Alrighty then.
Super chat coming in from Christoph Harrison. AJ said Ruiz landed a punch from the gods. Sound like a excuse to me.
Yeah, look, man. None of that matters at this point. AJ was able to correct his wrong. It's Wilder's turn to do that now. And if he can't, people will definitely continue to talk. We're going out to what looks like New Jersey's own.
Just like the king is what I mean. The king is what I mean.
Let me make my minute count. What's good, TBV?
Let's go.
Whether the number's real or not. I heard somebody say the numbers, whether it's real. Hey, Wilder said, speak it, receive it, believe it, right? So you got to put that number in the air. So shouts out to John Fury for putting the number on the table. We was talking about it this morning, me and Majid, and I forgot who else. I think J Box. I can't remember.
He called him Majid.
We was talking about it. Sid? Nah. Who was I talking to this morning? I was on the Skype with these dudes.
Majid, bro. Majid, man.
Thank you, Mike. So yeah, we was on it, but
Mike.
Man, after goddamn me 35 years of being calling Majid, he Majid for now.
Nah, his name is Sid. I made a mistake and he fucking let me run with it. His real name is Sid, man.
For how long did you run with it?
As long as he been calling in until you told me differently. But now we know his real name, dog.
Yo, I think this fight, somebody said something about step-aside money, man. Only fight I would take, I would say if Wilder was going to take step-aside money, he should go on a tour and be like, yo, I'm going to UK ass-kicking tour. Give me Dillian White. Give me Fury. Regardless of the outcome, give me Dillian White, give me Fury, and give me Joshua. And just talk that shit and just see what they do, man. That's my call.
Who going on a tour? Who he said, Mike?
He said if he was Wilder, he'll go on a UK ass whooping tour. You know what I'm saying? Get Dillian White, get Fury, get AJ.
Wilder can't get Dillian White right now.
Dillian White said he'll still fight him. Now, actually, Dillian White said he will fight him if he gave me the opportunity. His words.
Mm-hmm. We'll see. Reese, UK.
Yo, Ness.
Good morning.
Yo, Ness. Just want to say half a billion. Anyways, I just want you to remember who told you about the Saudi money. First of all, one of your first callers. I'm gonna bring a level playing field to this. A lot of people saying Deontay Wilder can't be coached, but you don't win a bronze in Beijing Olympics. You don't win a U.S. National Championship gold. So there's an element of fundamentals he has. I don't agree with the excuses. I guess what I'm trying to say is that Deontay Wilder's still in it, and I think he should take the third fight. Why not? 1.4 million pay-per-view buys. I don't know if you guys got the information, so it was successful on the night. And yeah, why not go ahead and do it? The narrative's really good, so I don't see why they don't do it. Anyways, get well soon, Mike. Hope you have a good operation and it's successful. And yeah, that's my call, B.
All right,
Thank
brother.
you, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, man. Thanks for the kind words for the co-host. That was thoughtful. We got a lot of callers. You know the number to call in. 1-425-569-5241. Press 1 time. Voice your opinion right here. Voice of the People hotline. We're no longer using Skype because you naughty boys don't know how to get your shit together. So one bad apple ruins it for everybody. No free calls for no one. You know what I mean? Everybody.
Unless you are a guest, when we have a different Skype number for you, you know what I'm saying? You can call right on in, get that crystal clear sound quality, right?
Yes, sir. No, guests still get it. I had a guest on there yesterday. Who I had? Ken Porter on there yesterday.
Pick up the Ken.
We had Ronnie Shields on in the morning episode too.
Any movement with Sean?
Nah, man. I mean, it looks like Terrence and Sean didn't even get to meet up when Sean said they would at the Wilder Fury. Man, I was actually looking forward to that. Didn't happen that way. We're going out to Stunner, New Jersey. What up?
So as far as this, everybody that's suggesting that Wilder needs to go fight White first, it's no. We already seen this play out before when Ortiz was supposed to fight the winner of Joshua Klitschko, and how did that turn out? So Wilder needs to go into this rematch. But check this out. Mike, you used to play basketball, right?
Absolutely.
Word. I used to play ball too. You know what I'm saying? 101 Sussex Player of the Year. So check this out, right? I hit up my man's yesterday, and he has the strength suit. It's basically like a weighted vest, a weighted shorts, and it has these special shoes. I wanted to use the vest. So I got his vest, and then I went to a park by your hood, Ness. I was in Weekway. So I took this weighted vest to Weekway Park. I just wanted to see what it was like. You know what I'm saying? Just to see what it's like to have 40 pounds. I ain't going front. Bruh, with that 40-pound weight vest, I was struggling to move. I'm a dude who can dunk pretty easily. I could wake up out of bed and just dunk. And with that 40-pound weight vest, man, doing layups was a motherfucking, just doing a layup was hard. So the fact that Wilder said he was wearing that little 45-pound joint for 15, 20 minutes, then he walked out, man. And we watched the ring walk entrance. If you notice, when Wilder gets to the ring, he always jumps over the ropes. But this fight, that suit was so heavy, he had to have his mans push down the rope for him because he couldn't really lift his leg like that, bruh.
That's one thing
that's my call, man.
He couldn't lift his leg over the front rope. I was that's kind of weird. You know what I'm saying? Normally he just goes right over the top.
Bruh, yesterday I said, man, I questioned, that shit weighing 40 pounds. I started Googling football helmets, football shoulder pads, all that shit. Then I seen another picture today. Bruh, he even had shit around the waist. It wasn't just shoulder pads.
He had a Batman belt. Yeah.
Bruh, he had a utility belt. He had shit on his arms. I mean, look. Like you said, none of that shit matters. Like Bob Arum said, whose fault is that? You know what I mean? Like many callers said, he should have did a rehearsal. We got to move on, but that's why you got that ironclad rematch clause. We going out to Dayton, Ohio. Ralph, what it do?
What's going on, Ness and Mike? Man, God bless you. And
Thank you,
as
brother. Bless you.
other caller said, as the other caller said, Mike, I hope you have good surgery. I'm gonna make it short and sweet. As far as the money goes, if I was Wilder, I would try to see if I could take time off and maybe do like a fight, just one fight before. But, one thing I want to say, and hopefully you can make a show about this, Ness, and I want to ask you a question. Why are some of the fighters, I'm not going to say all, but why are some of the fighters that's in the U.S., like Roy Jones and other fighters, they kind of talk down to Wilder? If you got something bad to say to Wilder, why don't you call him personally? Like, I'm tired of that going all over the air and, well, he should have did this and he should have did that. Well, shit, go to him and tell him. Like, why you got to go all over the air? I mean, George, what I mean?
Nah, but these guys, listen, Roy was a former fighter, and that is your call, unfortunately, but I'm going to answer you. Roy was a former fighter, and he's a commentator for HBO, and, he's even coached John Pascal and Yandel Evans and a few others, Joel Diaz Jr., not Joseph Diaz Jr., the Olympian, Joel Diaz Jr., that used to train with Sanchez, what's his name? Abel Sanchez. And not only that, look, you can't get mad at someone for giving their opinion when they're asked it in the media. It's not like Roy called up Showtime Boxing and said, hey, let me get on your podcast and talk about, wow, that's not how it is. And not only that, you asking a fighter not to say Wilder's technically not sound. Like, they know what they're looking at. You know what I mean? He's gifted and special, but technically sound is not his thing. Like, no one can get mad at that, bro. That's like saying, why are fighters calling Andy Ruiz fat? Like, bro, reality is reality. What it is what it is. And you know what I mean? Like, look, Boxing MD gave a backhanded compliment, like, oh, they've been able to make magic. Okay, cool. But, bro, for all the hate that he receives, if you read into the hate, he's a bum. He's got no skill. He's a fraud. Bro, look at all he's accomplished. Let's go down the list of heavyweights that have never done what Wilder's done. With the same people. Like, Big Baby's here. He's never been a world champion. He's fighting the same people. Pulev has been there before Wilder. Never been a world champion. These guys are fighting the same people. They're only calling Wilder a bum because of the expectation. Because of his personality. He's so boisterous, opinionated, and he tells you that he's the baddest man on the planet, and he tells you that he can knock everybody out. So it's like the Mayweather effect. It's like, oh, I hate him because he's so arrogant. I want to see him lose. That's what it is. That's what it is, man. He truly... Oh, man, I wanted this win for him so bad, because it would have really silenced the haters. I'm sure true haters would have still found a way to discredit him. But, I just wanted to see what would it have been like if he got that win. But, there's dozens of heavyweights, of this era and before this era that haven't been able to accomplish what he's accomplished. It's just that simple. You know what I mean? So he can hold his head super high.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely had a successful boxing career, you know what I'm saying? Let's be real. Like, when he first started, we all know this story. He said he wanted to be a motherfucking a journeyman, you know what I'm saying? Just make money for his family. And he definitely did that time.
Bro, he went into the gym and didn't want to train. He said, just give me fights. I need to support my daughter. And they said, nah, man. We see some raw talent here. Let's go to the Olympics. And he trained for 2 years. Like, people don't know the story, bro. He was an IHOP worker, Budweiser dude. Like, this isn't a dude that, was bred to do this. He was born to do this, And he got far. And it's not over, It's not over because of the age. And not only his age, but the day and age that we're in. There's just, like, if you want to be better, you can be better. It's just that simple. If you apply yourself, if you get the team, if you hire a coach, go down the comment section. Because that's what AJ did. Go down the comment section and check what people are saying. Oh, you got stamina issues? Check. Coach Larry Wade, Angel Heredia, Alex Ariza, Joey Scott. Let's do something. You know what I mean? Technically, you're not good. You don't want Breland there? Cool. Bring in a Robert Garcia. Because I think I like a Robert Garcia because of the high intensity. The problem is going to be Robert is so busy. He's a big name. Who's going to who? Who's going to who? Is Wilder ready to relocate? He's always trained in Tuscaloosa. Is he ready to relocate? Is he ready to go train in high elevation? Does he want to try all these new things? Or does he feel that, we've heard him say things like, fighters change everything and they, look, he might not do all that. That might not be his thing. He might not say, I'm not about to start running now, looking for answers and say, I got to run. That's why I lost. That's his attitude too. So we don't know. We got to see what's going to happen.
If you're an athlete out there, no matter combat or whatever kind of athlete, and you're a professional, I always think about the UFC performance building that they have in Vegas, man. Whether it's free for all professional athletes, just go in there, man, and see what they have to offer. Because they do a lot of sports science things that really can help you in the long run. You know what I'm saying? In fights, in competition, and all that. But just my opinion. Cape TV says Fury cheated by punching with the wrist of his glove and will soon be investigated.
And that was the first fight, man. People crazy.
He come back with another one. His lead glove was flapping because his fist was not in the glove.
It don't matter. It was the first fight.
Yeah. Clifford Felix says 38-year-old Foreman changed his style and comeback.
Yeah, I mean, the argument is going to be that George Foreman had an amateur background, and he definitely was in a different era, you know what I mean? But what is there is, is the accomplishment. He did it, so that means it could be done again. We're going out to, let's see here, who we got?
Dana Jones. People are so ready to throw a fighter away after one loss, which is crazy. Even the greatest had 6 losses in his boxing career. Lewis had 3.
Yeah, but listen, man, we got to accept it. This is just payback. Everybody thought AJ was going to quit, retire. Oh, he got too much money. He might not come back. He took that ass. He don't want that ass whooping again. He too rich. Look, bro, like these questions are going to be there, man. They're going to be there. It is.
Stainless won his boomerang. He on Blog Talk, Big Dog.
It is what it is. Stainless.
First call, actually.
Yeah. He only been there 11 minutes, champ. Wrong intro. That's my man Santana in Chicago, man. Where you at, Santana?
Motherfucker murder, made him last words of the stainless. Told you I would kill you, squeeze after I aim it. If you're talking money, then you're speaking my language. Or shut the fuck up and grown folks' conversation.
Yo, TBV was good.
What up? Good morning.
Yo, I'm on my Wednesday weed. This shit called Orange Crush Kush. If you don't know about it, man, you better learn about it. That shit pretty good. I ain't even gonna speak on this Saudi Arabia, AJ Fury Wilder thing, man, because I don't know any of those cats personally. What I'm gonna speak on is, Mike, I heard you're going to have surgery, man, so I'm saying prayers out to you, man, speedy recovery and everything else, man, because this is TBV for life. And I don't care how people feel, this is a fraternity, if not a family, man. So I care about you, brother, and I want to see you come out of everything. All right. That's all I got, man. As I always say, please make sure you push the thumbs up. Share. Hey, it's no problem, man. Like I said, man, we TBV for life here. If
Please make sure you push the thumbs up, share this in every episode of the Boxing Voice podcast, because this is TBV for life. And if you ain't on Patreon, that's because you stupid. And shout out to El Camino. Ness, Mike, man, y'all been going at it for days on end. It seems like y'all on my sleep schedule because y'all doing so much work, man. So thanks for all the content. Peace.
True.
Thank
you for the kind words.
Yeah, man, that's been killing yesterday, man. For guys who don't know, I think he did like 3 or 4 interviews yesterday, you know what I'm saying? Morning interview with Ronnie Shields. I tried to hop on, but after my appointment, I don't know what happened. I just don't know what happened. But yeah, man, big ups to Ness, know what I'm saying? Out here working hard for everybody out there, know what I'm saying? Giving you guys great content. So smash that thumbs up button.
Yo, I can't believe YouTube be flagging me for curse words, but there's like 1 million sex bots in the chat. Like daily, I got to be blocking sex chats. That's crazy. Like and you go to the channel, because you got to go to the channel to block it, and it's like a really provocative channel. Like, what the fuck is YouTube doing?
We got Bo. Is Bo a ringer?
Yes, he is. Yeah, man. Shout out to everybody that's reaching out secondary fashion to, make sure you get your ringer status and things like that. It's going to take a learning curve. We've been used to using both, Skype and Blog Talk. So, yeah, it's just going to take some time. But we do got a ringer.
Now, you weren't doing a interview and somebody hopped on Skype, right? Or was it just like somebody like interrupted?
Nah, man, I'm just tired. I'm just tired of the muting. They muted Steve before, then they muted
CYP, Steve.
Yeah, they're just muting people, and it's just like, come on, man, I don't really have time for that. All right. Yo, Boxing MD said to wish you luck on your medical surgery. Hit him up.
Thank you, Boxing MD.
Hit him up if you got any medical questions. He's a doctor now. Shout out to Boxing MD, man. Yo, that's official, man. He was in school. I think he's probably full-blown doctor or intern, and I know he's in the hospital, though. We got North Carolina ringer Josh. What up? Yeah, he's a resident. Pablo? He's a resident. Dope.
What up, TBV? What up, Ness?
Good morning.
Mike, it's good to have you back, homie. It's good to hear your voice, bro. I wish you well in your surgery next week. Gonna be praying for you. I know you're gonna come out strong, and everything gonna be busting like a motherfucker because you a G. With this Wilder situation, this Saudi Arabia, hey man, I heard somebody talking about the Wilder take step aside money. If I was Wilder, yeah, I'd take step aside money, but I have to have agreement from AJ and Fury, regardless who win or lose. I mean, whoever win. I get the winner, and then it's gonna be like a round robin. We all gonna be fighting each other in this motherfucker. That's how I try to do it if I was gonna take step aside money. But whoever can tell a man that they can't get better, man, you crazy as hell, man. That man was a bronze medalist, man. Like Ned said, he wasn't bred to do it. He was born to do it, bro. That motherfucker, G, he coming back. Shout out to y'all, man. Like, share, and subscribe, bro. I'm out.
And that's real though. Like, he can get better. Like, I don't want to say more people.
Of course he could, man. Of course. Yeah. Listen. Let me dumb it down and get a cheap little promotional, video and commercial for Border Wars, bro. You can't tell me Wilder, who won a gold medal, multiple amateur, tournaments, a world title, beat numerous contenders, cannot get better when we got 38-year-olds, 40-year-olds, 46-year-olds, 25-year-olds, never put on gloves, going out there training, and we're systematically seeing them look better and better throughout their fights. Like, Santiago doesn't look how he looked from the first fight to the third fight. So it's just insane to believe that someone who applies themselves in this day and age, where people are doing just about everything. We just had a kid in high school find a new planet. You're gonna tell me that? Come on, man, beat it, bro.
I don't even say someone who implying them, nigga. A motherfucking I'm sorry, a millionaire is applying himself to get better at his craft. You don't think a millionaire can get better at their craft? He got the money and the resources to get better.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
It's like a gambler, right? You know, you keep winning, then you lose, and you double up on your bet because you a gambler. You want to get that money back. That's what this is. You know, you gonna double up. You gonna clean house like AJ did. You gonna change, tweak. You gonna when you lose, you go through everything. You're gonna go through everything and see what can be corrected, what needs to be changed. And like Mike said, with those resources, how could you not, hire a real chef and a nutritionist and an elite level trainer.
Hold on. That's one thing that I got to make a comment on. I wouldn't fire Mark. Me personally, I wouldn't fire Mark. Bring somebody else in, maybe.
Your mic, you went out.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Yes.
I wouldn't fire Mark Breland if I was them. I bring somebody else in, yes, possibly, but I wouldn't fire Mark. I wouldn't do it.
Yeah, I mean, we both know Wilder is a loyalty first type of person, and I think that based off the quotes, Mark might not be there because principle. I know everybody. I'm not siding with his decision. What I'm telling you is based off what I believe from his personality and his character. Who knows? Maybe he goes to Africa and he gets a tender heart and he changes. But I'm telling you, I've seen him tell people like, yo, don't do that again. You know what I mean? Like, it's just a principle thing. They had that conversation. I don't agree with it. I'm a fan. I want to see him healthy. So I don't have any issues with Breland in the stoppage at all. But I'm going based off his personality. I feel like, yeah, he might just be like, look, man, I got nothing against him, but it's just a principle thing. Like, I told them not to do this, and I just can't move forward with him because of that, because he didn't listen, and it's a principle thing for him. It's a loyalty thing for him. It's about loyalty. Even though hopefully in Africa, like I said, his heart gets touched. I'm sorry, I know you want to go, Mike. It's just that I want him to realize that Breland was only looking for his best interests.
Only thing that I just want to say, like, one thing that this past month has showed me that I would much rather see my athletes age and die of old age than die young, a.e. Kobe Bryant, or die in their profession. You know what I'm saying? Something that I hold near and dear to my heart. So I just rather see my athletes die of old age and natural causes than wanted to, you know what I'm saying, prove something to, I guess, I don't want to say the world because, you know what I'm saying, I mean, because you ain't got to prove nothing else because you're getting in the ring. But sometimes, man, even the best warrior over time, got to recognize when sometimes you got to concede and come back for the next battle. You know what I'm saying? Just because you lose one battle don't mean the war is over. You know what I'm saying? The war is steady going. You know what I'm saying? It's steady going to go. But, yeah, man, I wouldn't do it.
Yeah, man. Again, I think that time heals everything, and I believe he'll look. He doesn't even leave to Africa for a while. You know what I mean? So he's probably
a history guy. I'm forgetting that he was put in a corner where nobody thought he was going to come out triumphant, and over history he did, and I just don't remember it right now. I would have gave you like a Mayans or something, or like a old war story, but I just don't remember it right now.
Shit, man, that new show, is that based on a true story, that For Life?
Absolutely.
Well, there you go right there, man. I didn't even think that was fucking possible, and for it to be right here in the tri-state area, I'm just shocked. Honestly, that a dude could get his lawyer's license, attorney's license while in jail. Like, I'm so into that show right now.
And got himself out.
Well, thank you for ruining it, because, obviously,
nigga,
I'm
it's
only
a
on the second
documentary.
episode.
It's a documentary.
I mean, I didn't go Google anything.
You didn't Google oh, wow.
Why? I mean, it's a 50 Cent show. His last show was good. I'm supporting. You ruined it. Thank you. And
all thing you got to do is type dude's name in
ruined
it,
it for
and all this stuff going to pop up.
I mean,
over history.
I led with, like, yo, I think it's a true story, and then you
I
confirmed it. But no, it's all good. I'm not mad at all. Fuck, you get spoilers all the time, and I'm not dumb. Obviously, the dude is telling his own story, so I was assuming he got out. But the fact that he gets furloughs to go to the courthouse is insane. I mean, it's only the second episode. I'm going to tell you right off the bat.
I'm trying to save it to about 6 or 7 so I can just binge it.
Oh, nah, I'm only on the second episode, so I'll just say this. Bro, this Jailhouse Barbers. Like, why he got to look so rough? Are they going for, like, and that's what I told my girl. I said, yo, I think they trying to get this dude to look like Chadwick Boseman, the Black Panther dude. For real. You know he got that Boseman look.
He way older than me. He been out way longer than Boseman.
What do you mean, out? As an actor?
As an actor, yeah.
Never seen that dude in my life, and I go to the movies regularly.
You crazy.
Okay, name his biggest movie. Name his biggest role.
I don't know.
Exactly.
But he's been in movies, though, bro.
Bruh, and that's what I'm saying.
I
was telling my girl that. I said, yo, they got a lot of low-budget actors. Like, even the warden. Like, come on, you couldn't get a better-looking warden than that? Like, let's just be real. What's the show that's on TV right now? It's on Netflix. Is a Spanish version of Orange is the New Black. It's based out of, like, Spain or Colombia. That warden, they know what they doing. And that's why that show is...
a main character, right, though?
She's kind of like a main character, but so is this warden. He confides with her every day. Matter of fact, that's her dude. He getting out because of her.
About first season shows. They ain't trying to break the budget. They trying to stay everything right in line. Just in case it don't work, the network ain't spend a whole lot of money on it, and we ain't lose a whole lot of money. That's why you gotta wait for you to get renewed for them season 2s and season 3s, and then you see the character looking like, oh, he looked more in shape this year than he did last year.
The best they did was his girl, and then in the first episode, she already done left him with his best friend. And yo, they give you this flashback scene, Mike. It's like, yo, this what happens. He's at a party. He's at a party. I mean, I gotta tell you this. He's at a party with his lady and his friends. Cops bust in. Somehow he gets pinned with all these keys, and that's it. He going to jail. But as soon as he's getting like cuffed, he see his best friend like, hold this girl. You can see him like hold this girl's shoulder, like, and they both just looking at him like, and he's giving that look like, I got you, champ. And then you fast forward, my man is smashing. They don't even talk. It's like, yo, why, man? Why? It's so, yo, these shows be so terrible, man. But we just went everywhere. But it's all right.
Yeah, we did.
It's all right. It's all right. That's what we do, man. That's what we do. It's the title. This episode of Untitled on Mondays. We're going out to new caller. Well, let me see what this is. This looks like 386 is the North Carolina number. North Carolina, get yourself ready. A lot of new callers this week. Deontay Wilder bringing them out the way that Mike likes to say. Listen, if you're a new caller, say you're a new caller, obviously, and then no Bluetooths and no speakerphones, please. So, North Carolina, we're definitely going to you now.
Hey, Ness, this Kim in Florida, bro. You tripping.
What?
Yeah, man. I've been calling on Skype for like the last year and a half, though. I don't know if you even got my info on Blog Talk.
Why you got North Carolina number?
I don't. 386 is a Volusia County number, man. Florida. Daytona Beach.
Oh, you know what? I see. I'm writing it in the wrong place. I'm blind. All right, go ahead, Ken. Hold on, man. Go ahead. Go for it, champ. Sorry about the intro.
All good. It's all good. Hey, Mike, man. Wish you well on your surgery, brother. Hope you come back all right, man. I really hope that these numbers are real, man. That 500 million is, that's crazy. Like, if Wilder and Fury can have the biggest purses in boxing history, that would be incredible, man. That would be so great for the sport. That'd be great for us as fans to see that.
in this time, that I really hope those numbers are real, and I really hope that Wilder gets that check, man, and Fury too, and shout out to John Fury for putting the big number on it, and saying it's 50-50 down the middle. Those guys deserve to split that big pot. That's some real stuff right there. But yeah, Ness, you ready for Border Wars, man?
Yes, sir.
Dope. We'll be tuning in. You already know, man. Good luck to you, champ. Again, good luck to you too, Mike, in your surgery, man. I hope everything works out well for you. But yeah, man, that's all I got. Appreciate the content as always, man.
Keem, thanks for calling in. We're going out to Justin in Alabama. Talk to us.
Hey, man, I just want to say this, Mike. I'm a minister at my church, so if you don't mind, I want to put you on our prayer list. Also, have y'all heard the rumors that Wilder may be working with Derek James and George Foreman? And what's your take on that? I'm just interested to know what you guys think. Appreciate the call.
All right. I mean, can you imagine Derek James and George Foreman?
I told you though, bro. I always said I think Derek James will make because of his fighting style and his fighting, the things that he preaches, like with Earl Spence I see and Jamal Charlo. I think Derek James will make an excellent heavyweight trainer. I'm not sure he would work for Wilder. I'm just saying in general, I think Derek James, if he's able to get a heavyweight, he would do a wonderful job with his heavyweight. I'm telling you.
I just don't know where that combination came from. How you gonna get Derek James and George Foreman? Now that's some headlines for your ass.
I ain't heard nothing about that, but I'm just of the mindset that just the way Derek James teaches his style is that one hard step and another, you know what I'm saying, walk you down kind of guy. I think he'll be good with a heavyweight.
Well. That would be interesting. I mean, I wouldn't say that I wouldn't mind, and I don't mind it, to be honest with you. I mean, like I said, it'll be some headlines for sure. You get those two big old names. I mean, Derek James is WBC Trainer of the Year, isn't he not? He got the WBC champ in Jermell, and then he got the WBC champ in Earl, and both of those titles were won last year, right? Or was it this year? I don't know.
That was last year.
All right.
No. I think it was the year before last.
No, because Charlo just won his title, and so did Earl. What are you talking about, bro? Charlo just won his belt back. You muted again. What? You got to get a new cable, champ. That shit just mutes itself.
Muted. No.
How you muted? Because your lips was moving and we couldn't hear you. But yeah. Remember, Charlo just won his belt back.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? It's a short. You was like, yeah, blah, blah, and you're gone. And you see, we can't hear you that. If we see your lips moving, we can't hear you. I don't know. What up? You got to get that new cable, champ. We're going to go out to some calls. We got Marlon Sims, the pro boxer. What up, champ?
What's good? Hey, all I'm really going to call in and say is I'm down for the third fight. All I sit there and I look at it as people saying that he shouldn't do the third fight, but more so, all you got to think about it, if he do the third fight, will he, his equilibrium, his legs and all that stuff will be up under him. So his whole balance, I'm not going to say it about the costume, but about, his whole balance after getting shot, getting hit in the ear or behind the head, whatever y'all want to say about it. But, the blood in the ear and stuff, that threw off his equilibrium. So what's the chances of that happening in a third fight? So y'all dictating he shouldn't fight the third fight off of how that fight happened. And it was, that type of injury that he sustained in that fight. So I'm down for the third fight immediately, and I still ride with Wilder, so I would love to see that third fight immediately. That's my call.
All right, champ. Thanks for calling in. Marlon Sims, I think he fights on March 13th, 130-pound division. We're going out the Mastermind.
BoxingVoice.com. Oloki, you are next, my friend. Por eso lo vuelvo a repetir. La era del Canelo es la mejor porque peleó con los mejores. La suerte es para los mediocres, my friend.
BoxingVoice.com.
Joseph Big Supermax. What up, champ?
What up, Ness? What up, Mike? Am I coming through all right?
Yes, sir.
All right. Yeah, man. As far as that money goes, if that offer's real, man, I think you got to look to get into possibly taking it, whether it's Wilder or AJ, simply because it's been all over the coverage. But a lot of the sports analysts you see say they don't want to see the third fight. There's no interest, and a lot of the sports analysts are what the casuals listen to. So I think for the third fight, the Wilder Fury pay-per-views may be down. I still think they do 750. But you'd make more money on that Saudi deal, I think, if that was the case, if the numbers are legit, and it's But we'll have to see it out. But I would definitely go for it if I'm them guys. But that's my call.
Troy Boomerang.
What's going on, Troy?
Hey, good morning. How you doing? Hey, Mike, how you doing? How's your spirit doing, man?
Our spirit's great, bro.
Mike, good, man. I was just gonna pass on to you that you should never go to any surgery or anything if you're not at ease with it, man. And I'm very serious about that one. I can call in and we can have our little back and forth, but be safe, and I'll see you and have a combat with you another day. All right?
Thank you.
And as far as you're talking about the rematch, I guess honestly, if I'm sorry, I'm all over the place. I got other things on my mind. But Nesta, you were throwing a bunch of people out there who you said the kid who found a planet and a 40-year-old who did this and Wilder coming back. Bernard Hopkins started boxing late, but he stayed with the fundamentals like I've been constantly talking about this whole week. Wilder got away from the fundamentals and just stuck and just followed his punch. It's going to be very hard at this stage to really get back into the fundamentals if you've never really stuck with them. I mean, because Bernard started, in his 20s when he was in prison? And he went on to do great things in boxing. It's all about the fundamentals, and this boy got away from them. So I don't know if because the first fight he got outboxed, honestly. The second fight was just sloppy and he got beat up.
Boomerang, UK.
Sing along if you know the words. Come on.
Oh, can you hear me?
We hear you.
Yo, what's going on? Good stuff, good stuff. Listen, just wanted to talk about this whole Wilder excuses and Ness. The fact that you're saying excuses means he's being honest is just, I understand what's going on. You guys are Wilder fans, so you just have to keep making excuses for all the ridiculous stuff he's been saying. He's come out to say that Matt Brilland was working with the other side, Anthony Durrell, and that's why he threw in the towel. He doesn't want to accept his defeat. And a man that can't accept his defeat is not a man that will learn from his mistakes. And that's the reason why he's going to lose the third fight. The reason why he's going to lose the third fight is because he's not going to face the reality of his humanity. And when you can't do that, you don't have the right mindset. You're going to lose a game. And it's not.
Stone Bone, Colorado.
What's going on, Stone?
What up? How y'all doing, man? Hey, yeah, I don't know what's going on, Mike, but man, we praying for you, man. Allah got you, man. We'll see you when you get done, man. Peace and be well. But I don't really care where the fight happened at, man. I just want the third fight to happen. I don't really care what time it is. I own my own business, so I ain't got to be in nobody's office or nobody can tell me, hey, you can't go watch the fight at 3 o'clock in the afternoon if it's inside. I don't care. I'm going to watch it. I want to see it. I don't care if it's in the UK and I got to watch it at 4 o'clock. Wherever it's at, do it. Wilder, get yourself together. Do not go to Derrick James because pretty much I saw what I saw in the Tony Harrison fight. I saw from you in these fights. You swinging, you missing. You don't need to be with nobody who ain't got great boxing skills and accuracy because all of that stuff that Charlo was doing to Harrison, swinging and missing by a mile, Wilder's already doing that. So he don't need no help from Derrick James doing that. So I think he needs to get with some real tech.
What about what Earl do? Don't just single out Charlo. Earl got a nice, strong jab, don't he?
Brian, ATL.
What's up, fellas?
What up, champ?
Man, that shit all Atlanta in the building, man. Good luck on your surgery, Mike, man. Hope you hope everything turn out the way you want it to. That's the first thing. Next thing, man, Wilder need to he need to go in and start doing some grappling, man. You know what I'm saying? When you're dealing with somebody as big as Fury who has decided that they're gonna put their weight on you, he got to be able to deal with that throughout the fight too. You know what I'm saying? So he's gonna need that part, and he's gonna either need to stay all the way outside fighting against Fury or go all the way inside against Fury. You know what I'm saying? He can't stay in a range where Fury can just use his reach advantage. You know what I'm saying? He has to be able to use his athleticism or get inside and use shorter punches. The man got a longer reach. The man is taller. His midsection is probably where you're going to need to be concentrating at. You need to be hitting there.
Cliff, New Jersey.
Hear me?
Cliff.
You hear me?
Yes, sir.
What's going on? Somebody. I just wanted to say, man, I mean, I know everybody's saying that the whole Fury fight was a masterclass thing, but to me, it was a bunch of dirty tactics. I mean, it was more like strategy than like, the Wilder being outboxed. So I don't think this is anything I don't think it's anything to where Wilder has to come back and and use any specific strategy. I mean, I think the windmill version. I mean, a Wilder could actually bully his way in a rematch.
Well, all right, champ. Thanks for calling in. Cliff in New Jersey. We're going out to a new caller in New Jersey. We got the 609. Who's this?
It's SJ Fish, man. I'm calling from a different number today. How you been, bro?
I'm good. You said J Fish?
SJ Fish.
Oh, SJ Fish. I got you.
Yeah, it's been a minute, bro. But real quick, it's been a while. But everybody's mad at Tyson for calling him dirty. We all know how boxing is. They mad at Brilliant for throwing the towel in. But how come nobody's questioning Kenny Bellis? How come he didn't use his discretion and say, yo, your corner's through the tower, and do you want to quit? Like Jack Reese would probably do. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it matters at that point. You know what I mean? The corner through the towel, and I don't think that the ref can give you an opportunity to say, nah, he wants to fight. Even though actually you're right. I did see a ref, I believe he's right. I believe I did see a ref pick up the towel and throw it out the ring. I promise you. And didn't that happen last year? I promise you that happened in 2019.
I ain't never seen a ref pick a towel up and say,
off the floor.
You want to stop?
Watch somebody going to talk about it right now in the chat. A referee picked it. So they threw it in. He picked it up and threw it out. I'm telling you. Watch somebody bring it up. It was 2019, and if not, then it was 18.
Y'all watching movies, nigga.
Oh man, all right. Big If, New York, talk to me. Big If, you talking? You on mute? If you is.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Hello. Yo. Shout out to y'all, man. Hey, yo, Mike. Wish you speedy recovery and safe surgery, man. And good luck for everything in the hospital, whatever. But yo, I want to say this, man. I don't know why everybody's talking about he can't have a new trainer or whatever. Tyson Fury got a new trainer. Homie from the UK, Joshua had his trainer all his life, but he added a new trainer for the rematch. So it's okay for him to get a new trainer if he wants to, man. Nothing wrong with that. But yo, I would rather see the Undisputed fight, man, in this era rather than see the rematch pretty soon, man. So I hope they could get it on, man. I hope Wilder takes a little break or whatever. That way they could start the real next lineal champ, not that fabricated stuff that Fury be talking about, man. Ain't no lineage between him and John L. Sullivan, man. That's fabricated. But shout out to y'all, man. I'm out.
Nah, man. I mean, yo, Fury's lineage just got vindicated, bruh. He always did what he did to Vlad. It was just a bunch of years ago, and now he turned around and did what he did to Wilder. Chill, man. He's number one, man. He at the top of the chain. Like, he is the man right now. And, bro, it's going to be hard to beat him. It's going to be hard to beat him. I mean, I wonder what that fight with him and Big Baby going to look like. Because he can't knock out Big Baby. And obviously Big Baby's going to be there to be hit. Fury's still the bigger, faster fighter. But, you know, if Big Baby got anything that he got left, if he could fight any way how he used to fight, that's going to be an interesting fight. I'm not saying he wins, but that's going to be interesting to see, can Fury get tied with someone as heavy as him, you know?
I think the AJ fight would be pretty good too if he's able to
I
defeat
don't know,
Wilder
man.
again.
I don't know, man. Yo, listen. AJ is robotic. Even in his last fight, getting on his toes, it still wasn't as fluid as Fury. Like, AJ can't be Fury. Like you said, and I use it every day. Nobody could be you more than you. And AJ can't go into the Fury fight fighting like he did Ruiz, which he got to.
No, he don't.
Oh, he don't?
No.
Man, listen, Fury just showed you he could go southpaw. He's orthodox. He could get on his toes. He could come forward. Man, he's a nightmare. And he 300 pounds. He's a nightmare for anyone.
The best way for AJ to possibly beat Fury is Fury fighting how he did against Wallin or against Wilder. The second fight. Now, if Fury comes out and fights AJ like he fought Wilder the first fight, I think Fury dominates AJ. You know what I'm saying? Not even that it's gonna be that competitive. But because AJ can fight on the inside, because AJ we've seen AJ able to throw uppercuts, throw body shots, throw straights on the inside, I think that he might have a little success if Fury tries to take it to the inside. But if it's at range, if it's at distance, yeah, it's Fury all day by a mile, and it's not even going to be competitive. You're talking about range, talking about reach, you're talking about guys who's bouncing around the ring. But we still got to see if Fury's going to be able to defeat Wilder again. I know a lot of people out there think it's a foregone conclusion, you know what I'm saying, that he will, but a lot of people thought it was going to be a foregone conclusion that Andy Ruiz was going to be AJ again, but that didn't happen. And I'm banking on the same thing that happened when AJ happens with Wilder, you know what I'm saying, that they found a way to overcome and triumphant, because I think those two guys are the best in the division.
I hear you, man. Fury's the favorite in my eyes. And I'm talking about versus AJ. Okay, that was Keem. All right. So it is California. You know it ain't no show.
Mr. Info Joe.
This portion of the show we call In the
Mr.
Know,
Info Joe.
presented by my brother.
Yo. Good morning, TBV. Am I clear?
Loud and clear, champ.
Hey, first off, man, I want to say prayers in the air for you, Mike, man. God be willing, man. You're going to be A-OK. Everything is going to be all right, man. Speak it, believe it, receive it, like the champ say, right?
Yes,
Mike,
sir. Thank you.
You're going to be all right, man. We're going to be back smoking, man, at the next appreciation night. Don't worry about that. As far as this, man, I don't want no step-aside money, man. I want the immediate rematch. And I think that far as people saying you can't teach an old dog new tricks, man, stop it. You can always learn if you're willing to learn. And I also wanted to say what I was saying yesterday. My phone mic was bad. He should not get rid of Breland, only if he's feeling that he can get a better coach to teach him some better technical skills. But to get rid of Breland because he threw in the towel, I think he'd be wrong. We got to remember, man. Look at how Tommy Hearns talk, man. Look how Terry Norris talk.
Yo, but
Look
listen,
how
listen,
Mayweather Senior talk.
listen.
You got to know. You got to be merciful, man.
You got to think about
a coach
this.
that loves you, shoot.
I'm just saying, how many people have called in throughout the years saying that Wilder isn't getting better, Wilder isn't good technically. So what good is Breland been doing if it ain't translating? You know what I mean? It ain't seeping through to Wilder. Maybe he needs someone else that is gonna be able to pass the message on. You know what I'm saying?
I agree. I say only if he's getting rid of Breland for those reasons. But don't get rid of Breland because he's throwing the towel. That part I think would be wrong. He got a family. You know, we acting like we didn't have a dude die last year from boxing, man. Live to fight another day, man. Breland was looking at it in real time. He didn't know how bad the eardrum was busting. He didn't know if the dude was going to be able to hear out of that ear. He just looking at it in real time. It's easy to come back the next day and say, oh, it was just a cut. Oh, it was just that. He looking at it in real time, and in real time, I thought he should have stopped the fight, actually, at that particular time. So, Wilder, you listening, don't get rid of that brother for those reasons. If you want to get another coach.
Cut it.
Boxing knowledges.
Hey, what's up, fellas? What's up?
What up,
man?
bro?
I just wanted to, I've been listening to you, man. I know y'all was talking about, just real quick. I know y'all was saying something about the ref. Y'all don't remember if ref throwing the fight or ref. I just want to refer you back to the Miguel Cotto Yuri Foreman fight, to where his leg was messed up, and then just anonymously the towel had got thrown in. If you can remember that fight with Miguel Cotto and Yuri Foreman,
and Arthur McCanty picked up the towel and threw it out the ring.
Yep.
That's right. I knew somebody was going to remember.
It can happen. Yeah. So I was just calling in, man, just to kind of hip y'all to that, man. Great show, Ness, man. Keep doing your thing, brother. I hope Wilder get his shit in order, man. And stop being, the sore loser, bro, and just handle his business, man. And just, take some time off, man. Get back to the drawing board. But that's my call, brother.
All right.
I'll talk to you.
Yo, that's right. Miguel Cotto, Yuri Foreman. I remember. Yo, but it still happened this year, 2019.
What happened, though? Hold on. So the referee seen the towel come in.
And he picked that shit up, threw it out the ring. Fuck that. Fuck out of here. He ain't hurt. Fight on. Fight to the death.
Where they fighting at?
New York. I think it was New York. Yuri Foreman Cotto. Yeah, because Yuri Foreman was a Jew. Cotto Puerto Rican. That shit sells out there in New York. New York. Yeah, man. But it's another one. I'm telling you, Mike, somebody just did it 2019 or 18. It's got to be that fresh. It could be maybe go around the last 3 years. Struggled at a Wallin level. What you mean? He never struggled. He struggled with Tackham. That was a fake stoppage, bro. You wildin'. DC. You wildin'. Let me see who we got. We got Civilian 11.
Did he struggle, though?
Hey, man, I'm just listening. I came in kind of late, so I'm going to just listen. Thank you.
No problem. We got a few dozen or so other callers that have not pressed one. If you think you pressed one, I'm talking to you. You ain't do it. I was about to say, there go like 3 people popped up now. All right, don't press it again. You in the queue. Don't do it again, or you're gonna pop yourself right on out of there, and you're gonna be right out of line. You know what I mean? Only the ones with the light get to jump on the mic. So we going out too. First up, looking like new caller. Man, Wilder bringing him out. Let's go in here. We got is a Philadelphia caller, so I'm prepping you, B. I'm talking to you, so you know. Oh shit, is this Philly? He coming to me. Yeah, I'm going to you. Make sure you ain't got no Bluetooth, no speakerphones, none of that. You ain't on your car, connected via hands free with the window and the sunroof open. Don't do none of that. Going out to Philadelphia. Who's this?
Hello?
Yes, sir. We're talking to you. What's your name, champ?
My name is Jamal from North Philadelphia. I have a few things to say. I don't know.
Stop ducking me, Jamal. What's going
I don't
on?
know how all these people got it wrong for all these years, man.
90
Deontay Wilder, he's a brother, and I love him, but it's over with. He's done.
Damn.
He does not know how to fight, and the greats would have killed him. If he was back in the golden era, they would have murdered him.
Even Tyson?
These guys got it wrong. Tyson would have murdered him, definitely.
Even though Tyson historically,
like,
even though Tyson historically did bad versus all dudes that were taller than him.
No, Tyson did actually great against all dudes that was taller than him. The only person that gave him a problem was the guy who was the same size as him, and that was Evander.
What?
That's why
So
Evander
Lennox,
was so good at, you know what I'm
Lennox
saying?
Lewis
Yeah.
Lennox Lewis ain't giving problems, and Danny Williams ain't giving problems. The minute that people start and Buster Douglas, the minute that people started not fearing him, they didn't give him problems.
Yeah, Lennox did. Lennox did.
Buster Douglas
I agree with that
didn't.
one,
Buster
but,
Douglas didn't, huh?
Buster Douglas murdered him, but Tyson was partying and
And he was
BS
taller.
also.
I mean,
And,
Wilder said his costume was 45 pounds. We ain't care when Tyson said he was partying the night before either.
Yeah, Wilder is full of BS with that because he trains with a 40-pound weight vest on. That's not the first time wearing the costume either. So the other costume you wore for that probably was 30 or 40 pounds. So
10 seconds.
It's either here nor there. That's BS. Wilder needs to find a new trainer to teach him a little bit because he can't learn too much. He's going to have to learn how to fight in the inside because that's the only way he can give Fury a little bit of problem. Start going to the body.
What trainer? What trainer you recommending? What trainer you recommending?
Let me see. Virgil.
Hunter?
Somebody like Virgil or somebody. Yeah, Virgil Hill.
Hunter?
Virgil Hill.
Oh, Hill? Who's Virgil Hill?
I mean, Hunter. I'm sorry. Yeah, Virgil.
Hunter.
I like Virgil. You don't like Virgil?
I do, but he's more of a patience fighter. Wilder's already got patience. You know, he treats all his fighters to calm down. You know what I'm saying? But damn, champ, we got to go. Thanks for calling in. That's definitely more than enough time there. We got
a super chat coming in from Mr. CYP. Joaquin or Majid gets the rest of my February boomerangs. Be good, TBV. I want my Caller of the Year award in the mail, and the pleasure was all yours.
You automatically take yourself out of the running if you're no longer a caller. You can't, you got to have like a full season. I'm fucking with you, CYB. Yo, please don't go. Don't go. Don't go away. CYP, please don't go. Nah, man, he's memorable, dog. You can't leave. You're so corny for that, man. Yo, and that's the easy route. That's what I'm saying. Mike and you. Mike got a fake surgery. You all of a sudden, I'm going off into the sunset. Let's leave Ness all alone. But it's all good because I've been here before. When Danny lost, I was here. When Keith lost, I was here. And I'll be here, for all the others that I love and that y'all gonna eventually give me shit for. It's all good. I'll be here, man. Y'all the ones ducking his work. Listen, 602 looking like Phoenix, Arizona. Phoenix, Arizona. Oh, could this be Bomb Boxing? I wonder. I would be sad if it's you.
No, it's not, man.
Oh,
it's second time calling in.
What's the name, champ?
Hey, man, my name's Hector.
Hector. Oh, so you had a different number
Hey,
before, huh?
I might have.
You from the Valley?
Not sure, but it's my second time. Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's
Phoenix,
you, champ.
Arizona.
That's you. We got you.
Hey, shout out to you guys, man, for your work. But I do got to call everybody and anybody who wants to bring up the excuse about 40 pounds, 45-pound suit was for some reason, the reason why he lost. Like, nah, man. If you go back and listen to the post-fight interview, he said I had some things going on before coming into the fight, and then he brings up the fact that his legs went out or something like that. Come on, that is the dumbest thing. Go back and listen to the post-fight interview. He says it himself. There was something wrong with him, even if there was something wrong with him, but it had nothing to do with that costume. It had nothing to do with it. He said it himself on the spot right after the fight, man.
So this is bogus, this bogus excuse, man. We can't give him a pass for that. We cannot give him a pass for that. And you can't compare it to what Tyson Fury did, or talking about how all those drugs coming into the fight. Tyson Fury still performed. Wilder did not perform. Come on, he's 6'7", 6'5", crazy athletic, and we can't give him the pass. We can't give him the pass. That's a horrible excuse, maybe the worst in the history of boxing. I understand boxers and their ego as far as trying to defend. They can't comprehend how they lost to someone.
Thank you for calling in, champ. You do get a minute. I don't know. Worst excuse in history. I don't know. Wasn't there a guy that talked about massages and shit? He got a massage in the legs, and that's why he lost. David Hay was a big toe. Mike's muted again. It's hilarious.
I'm muted again.
Now you're back. Now we hear you. Whatever you said before that.
I can't talk while you're talking. That's what it is. But yeah, I mean, I didn't even push the button. Like I've been unmuted for the whole time.
No, I know. Believe me, this is short. I'm telling you, but it's all good.
All right. But yeah, Mike Tyson said in the ring to what's his name, Jim Gray. I broke my back, spinal,
my vertebrae,
spinal.
Worse, but that's what it is, yo. We live in the now. You know what I'm saying? We gotta that stuff happened so long ago. You gotta remember, I
don't see how you forget that shit. Joseph Bellamy second says he put his whole name on this. Way to work.
See what I'm saying? You going out right there. Joseph just heard you go out. It was like, wait till until you eventually faded all the way out. I'm telling you, there's a short in your cable. Cable in English, Spanish, cable. Something wrong there. Let's see. Let me see if I can help him out with this super chat. In the meantime, we're gonna go out to this new caller, 340. 340, new caller. Who's this? Where you calling in from? Florida? Is that Florida?
Hey, hello?
Yes, sir. How are you? What's your name, brother?
Hello? Yeah, I'm calling from the Virgin Islands.
Oh, sweet. What's your name?
Yeah, my name is Israel.
Israel, talk to us.
Yeah, Israel. Yeah. I just wanted to know, right? With the trilogy fight, is the trilogy fight in the contract clause?
Yes.
So what I wanted to know, say for instance, now that Tyson Fury backed out of the fight, could the belt be stripped from Tyson Fury?
Probably, yeah. He would have to, but I mean,
Because
Bob said we had Bob Arum, his promoter, and he said Tyson isn't backing out. But I get what you're saying. We've seen him do it before.
Okay. Yeah, I think I think that Deontay Wilder, he should keep his trainer, but hire Ivano Holyfield on his arsenal, and I think he could be a lot better.
Well,
hello?
All right. Yeah, no, we hear you, brother. The floor is yours.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Okay, all right, man. Bless, man. Shalom. Okay, bless.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. Virgin Islands, stand up. That's the first right there. I got you down, right? We got Israel from Virgin Islands. That's definitely a first. Let's see, what do we got next? We got Caesar, Las Vegas. What up?
What up, TBV? What up, Mike? What up, Ness?
What up?
Good morning. Man, I really do hope that with Peter Fury's, the number that he threw out there, at least they take it into consideration, man. We gotta get these guys paid after the war that they, the performance that they gave us, man. It was an amazing fight, I gotta give them, they deserve that shit, but, excuse my language. But, yeah, man, great show once again. You guys are getting me through the day. And, sorry, man, I'm carrying this heavy-ass microwave, about to heat up some burritos. But, yeah, man, great show. And, TV for life, baby. Hey, Mike, good luck on your surgery, brother, man. Hope to get you back on here soon.
All right, Caesar, man, thank you for calling in. Hella background noise. Just whiffing, but I guess you're at work. You can tell. We got those We got the some super chats here. Let's see where we're starting at. Whoa, okay. Mike, do you remember which one the last one you stopped at? Mike? And Mike's going, all right. Damn. So let's just take it from the top. We got C. James says karma sometimes CYP is Wilder a legend. Oh, he asking is Wilder a legend. T Plums, Mike, obviously people wanted to hear that. One, they asked him. Two, everyone is running with it. C. James says, Ness, stop protecting Wilder. Wilder full of excuses. I made original. Weakened with the weight of a 3-year-old baby? Stop it. Clifford, now that the rematch coming, it's F all UK fans and all whack US turncoats. Also, I know Ness seen my Facebook friend request and ignored it. Gonna reject his Ring IQ post next time. Oh shit.
Why you ducking that man?
I don't even know that. I don't even know.
Do I sound better now, or do I still sound I'm cutting out?
You actually sound like deep and rich, like you like Barry White right now. It's like, why you ducking that man? We got Christopher. AJ said Ruiz landed a punch from the gods. Sounds like an excuse to me. Emoji with the hands thrown up. It's Cape TV says Fury cheated by punching with the wrists of his glove and will soon be investigated. Next one is from him again, and he says his lead glove was flapping because his fist was not in the glove. Clifford comes back and says 38-year-old Foreman changed his style with the comeback. Then Dana Jones says, people so ready to throw a fighter away after one loss, which is crazy. Even the greatest had 6 losses in his boxing career. Lewis had 3 losses. Long Ranger, speak it, believe it, receive an ass whooping. Niall King, Wilder problem. Nope. Wilder prob makes his wife. Niall King, Wilder probably makes his wife carry the shopping bags. I mean, the least you could do is, write a proper sentence so we can understand. But all right. Oh yeah, you said that about CYP and the boomerang, so we'll give Keem 1. And who else he said here? He said Keem and Majid. Everybody's calling Majid. Damn it. Joseph Bellamy says, way to work, TBV. Well, thank you for the kind words. Texas C, I have a confession. I was the reason Breland chucked the towel in. I was screaming at my TV from the UK and he heard me. Stop blaming Darrell. We got DJ in 1. Great job on this mega fight, fellas. Thank you, Ness, Mike, and all TBV. Keep up the good work. Much appreciated. Gracias with the thumbs up emoji. Mills Lane says, Fury cheated. Check your IG DMs, Ness. Boxing glove emoji. He's back with another one. Fury punched through the palm of his gloves. George Foster says, is Tyson Fury pound for pound number 1? It's going to be hard because he's a heavyweight. People hate putting heavyweights at number 1, especially pound for pound. But he'll get my vote. He beat my favorite heavyweight.
Pound for pound number 1? In the literal sense, yes, because, based off his weight and his size, yeah. But
sense, but why not? Why not just based off pound for pound, right? If he was any weight and he was what he is, I think he'd still be dominant. If you telling me he's at any weight and he could still be moving like Ali on his toes, double jabbing, switching to southpaw, and can knock you out, look at his knockout ratio. Remember, you got to say he's a power puncher in any division. He's got like 30 fights, 20-something knockouts. And he's knocking dudes out on the highest level. Highest level. This ain't no contender. He knocked out a champion. Nah, bro. That shit raises... Bro, he knocked out a dude that wasn't showing ever that he was vulnerable, chinny. We gave Wilder credit for his chin. Bro, nah. And he beat Vlad. I'm telling you, his resume just fucking man, it's just with each win, he's just getting better now. I mean, it is improving. The history of his resume, is deepening, bro.
It's a very deep divisions in boxing. So for me to just say that you put Fury in any division, he'll be dominant. I'll be like, yeah.
So his style, though, it's his style in any division. His attributes, his knockout ratio in any division. I mean, I get it, though. I get it. We all know he's got another friend out there, man. I get it. So it's like, yo, you trying to say Terrence could beat Fury or Fury could beat Terrence?
I wouldn't even think about Terrence. I was honestly thinking about Canelo. To be honest with you, like that was the first.
Man, you kidding me, man?
Because we possibly are going to have that pretty soon.
Listen to me. Are you kidding? That is not the same. That is not the same. Billy Joe ain't Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury got knockout power. That's what I just said. He knocked out the number 2 heavyweight. That's the elite level. Where's Billy Joe's elite level knockout? He ain't even knock out Lemieux.
What if Billy Joe knocks out Canelo?
What if? What if it was a spliff? You can't. We talking about right now. Tyson being that's his super chat is right now, not whenever Billy Joe accepts a rejected offer, because he rejected the offer. Like, come on, no way, Jose.
It has some clauses in there that ain't like.
Nah, I mean, obviously fighting Canelo.
Nah, probably not that.
All right. He has some clauses in there he ain't like. Meanwhile, he accepted a fight in Kazakhstan for $4 million versus Gennady. Get the fuck out of here, bro.
Millions of dollars. Maybe Gennady don't play the same game Canelo play.
Justin Brooks, Foreman actually reached out to Wilder. Really? Oh, really? I ain't know that one. We going out to Ohio Runs Boxing. What up?
Let's get into this. Pound for pound, the heavyweight division is superior. I've never put a heavyweight on the pound for pound list. It's dumb as hell. The pound for pound list is a promotional tool for the smaller fighters. That's why it was created. Not for nobody to see a heavyweight move and see him at 154, see Mike Tyson at 140. Motherfucker, don't Mike care about Mike Tyson being at 140. He's a heavyweight. The heavyweight division is superior. Tyson is number 1 right now because the heavyweight division is superior. Fuck the pound for pound list. That's a promotional tool. Now, the excuse, UK caller called in talking about Wilder won't be able to win no more fights because he's not accepting a defeat with excuses. Manny Pacquiao never gave Floyd Mayweather any damn credit after Floyd beat him. He brought up his shoulder, and guess what? Manny has been whooping ass since then, and he has never accepted defeat from Floyd Mayweather. So that goes out the door. I'm not for the excuses with Wilder. I'll ride with him. And one of the callers did call in to say, Wilder did say he had a leg injury going on before in the gym. I'm a Wilder fan. He said that before in the ring. So we got to just call it spade a spade. I'll ride with Wilder. That's my dog. And another thing, Buster Douglas and Mike Tyson. People talking about Tyson wasn't working out. Motherfucker, try losing your mother and go in the ring and fight. We talking about excuses. That's not an excuse. That happened. Try losing your mother. Davey Jacobs get knocked out, and his grandmother passed out, and people gave him sympathy for that. But Buster don't get credit for knocking out Mike because he's in a motherfucking club. Excuse my language.
Cut it.
Great call. Brandon, Cincinnati.
What up, Ness? What up, Mike? Hey, I think it's safe to say Ohio delivered some of your best callers on the show, man. Because Ohio Runs Boxing be dropping heat. But Ness, I want to say, man, I admire your work ethic. You've been really grinding. The numbers are showing. Every show's been at like 1,000 viewers, man. So you've been putting in the work and it's paying off. Mike, I heard you having surgery, brother. I wish you speedy recovery. Let me know if you make it out in good health. I'll send you some strippers to Indianapolis or something. Cheer you up a little bit. As far as Wilder and his rematch and all his money, man, I love it. You know, the more money in the sport, the better for us, man. If people keep investing money, we get the fights we want to see. As far as who he should bring in, I say keep Breland, man. I'm not buying that Breland can't teach him skills, man. This guy has fought on the highest level in the amateurs, winning a gold medal, and he was a 2-time welterweight champ. So he knows how to teach Wilder fundamentals.
It's just up to Wilder if he's gonna want to learn them or not, or is he just gonna be, power happy and just think he doesn't need to learn them. So as far as I say, keep breathing and bring in a motivator, somebody that's gonna slap him across the chest when he don't want to listen. Somebody like Barry Hunter. That's what I say. Bring in Barry.
Shit, need a motivator. You gonna have to bring in motherfucking Shannon Briggs. Let's go, champ. Let's go, champ. But yeah, man, I don't know. Barry Hunter. That sounds interesting, man. It's always interesting times. This was the same thing that was happening to AJ, man. See what the correction's gonna be, who they gonna bring in. It's a beautiful headline for us, I tell you. I wonder who, if anybody. Again, he's very prideful. He might turn around and just get rid of Breland and think that they can do it on their own. You know what I mean? Change things because only he knows what he was doing and wasn't doing. You know what I mean, Mike? Only he knows how his training camp was. So there could have been things that, like other people are saying, that he was so caught up in the power that he was leaving out of training camp that he might feel like, look, we ain't never been doing this. We could just get rid of Breland and do all the stuff that we ain't never been doing, and we should be good. Who knows, man? But from the outside looking in, if you're gonna get rid of Breland, yeah, I would love you to bring somebody in to shake up them headlines. You know what I mean? Like I said, George Foreman and Derry. Imagine, the headlines would be bananas. Like that would make headlines. Yeah, some people, don't want to hear that. They don't want to see a change. I get it, but the headlines would be, it's just more attention, publicity. Listen, I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna send this to Mike while I go to a caller and see if this is something we should be saying now or a completely different show. We're going out to the BX. Good morning, New York City. Bronx, stand up. Juan, what up?
What up, Juan?
Juan, you over there killing me. I just introduced you, all dope. You got the speakerphone going and shit. In the corner store making sandwiches. Yeah, he's working while listening. We gonna go ahead and do that. And then let me see. Where's the boomerangs at? Where my man Stainless? Did he go twice in a row? He dipped off. All right. So let me send something to Mike. Wow.
While you do that, let me get to a super chat. Got one coming in from Big Nick in the UK. Wilder wore his shredder fancy dress costume. Laughing emoji. And we got one from Clifford Fetus. Didn't Tyson knock out Chisora? Yes, he did in the second. Well, he made him quit on the stool in the second fight. Didn't come out for the, I believe, the 11th round.
All right. Mike, did you get that? No, you didn't, because I still ain't sent it. It's in my pace. Now I sent it.
All right, let me look at it.
Did you just read a super chat? Because I heard you talking, but I don't know what you
I read the last two.
From Fetus?
Yeah, yes, from Fetus, but not from Jesse Vargas. I mean, John Vargas.
Damn, Jesse. Well, thank you, Jesse. We going, shout out, man. Good luck, man. Good luck on the fight, Vargas. That's what's up. Speaking of Vargas, we're going to have Fernando Vargas Jr. on the show Thursday. Thursday, we back at it. I was not really scheduling people. It was some spontaneous interviews, but I was not really doing the everyday thing, because we doing a lot of Wilder, Fury, heavyweight stuff. Once we, calm back down and get back into regular fight week, we're going to have Fernando Vargas Jr. and we're going to have Troy Isley, who just signed a Top Rank, and James Prince. And we also, tomorrow morning we got Brad Goodman, Top Rank matchmaker, man. So, he probably was the one that told Bob, nah, we got to do 2 tune-ups. Then we're going to go into the Wilder fight. You know what I'm saying? Because those dudes over there, they sharp. They sharp with it. They know they stuff. But yeah, Mike, did you get my pick?
Yeah, that's to be expected. You know what I'm saying? Same thing happened with AJ.
So that's like what? Not a separate one. That's just go ahead and mention it.
I mean, if you want to dress it up, we can't.
I mean, I'm just saying. Ruiz got a lot of fame in losing. He became a Fashion Nova partner. He's millions of.
This guy right here with the Fashion Nova partner and shit, man.
He's a Fashion Nova partner, bro. Is he not?
Big ups to him, man.
AJ's a Under Armour partner, but
No, he go boss.
Under Armour too, though.
Under Armour it's like it's sports, but his leisure, his attire, like formal and like you know what I'm saying, casual is Hugo
Okay, well,
Boss.
he's a Hugo Boss partner. There you go. And look, I mean, Hugo Boss is like an old brand. You know, it's like businessman. You know what I mean? It's like, you know what I mean? I'm Fashion Nova. That's my gen. That's my gen. You know what I'm saying? Shit. So yeah, you know, Ruiz gained a lot of popularity in the loss. Like, win two though. You got to say win two. Got to say win because he did get the win. He did get the win, that first one. But yeah, man, I'm going to try Juan one more time. Juan, you ready? Nah, he over there working for sure. All right, man, that's GTO, Instagram, and Twitter. We out to the next one. Join us.
Got to give my guy John Vargas his credit. He says bring in CT Fletcher as a motivational speaker or a motivator for real. Yeah, he's a good motivator, man. I seen like a 1 or 2 videos on here on CT, so yeah, he's pretty good. But follow me on IG at Gross1911 or on Twitter at Gross2312. Now I'm not even sure that Wilder needs him. I think Wilder
He's
is on.
self-motivated. He's
Yeah, he's a
self-motivated.
self-motivated. I'm gonna say he's only his own like personal like motivational speaker. So I think, bro, I think we all just Monday morning quarterbacking even on Wednesday. You know what I'm saying? I think we just sitting back and just trying to wrap our head around something that we didn't think was going to happen. Like it just wasn't feasible for like anybody. You know what I'm saying? So besides the Fury camp, so it's all about the comeback. You know what I'm saying? It's all about the bounce back. You don't want your fame to be you know what I say, that just because we'll come back for another show.
Yes, sir. Back with another one. Do say.